Why do I have a ping? Oh my god, it's Wordle. Dude, I am too busy for Wordle. Okay, no, we're live. I should not be talking by Wordle. Alright, everybody.
Ripping the
Welcome
Wordle
back.
live on chat, on stream.
You know what? Why not? Why not? I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it in email general. Anyway, while I play Wordle, hello guys, welcome back to Eloise High Email Week 1. Wordle had trouble starting up, it crashed, so I have to open it again. This is the first match of the quarterfinals round. Our run to 16 is complete. We have our top 8. It's time to get our top 4, the last 4 matches of the weekend. We got Escocyan versus MrCB, who you may know as Clarion, as our final match of Saturday. We have 3 quarterfinals on Sunday, but this is, it's Saturday night sort of thing.
Absolutely. Getting a warm-up in. I think this is Esco's warm-up. Bosch is currently at 1 green, 1 gray, 1 yellow, and 2 grays on the Wordle.
Oh,
I will keep y'all posted.
Casting my Wordle. Now I have to take it seriously.
Live Wordle reaction.
Okay. This game is too hard for me. Oh, okay, alright, yeah. Okay, I got the Wordle.
There we go, Wordle in 5.
I'm not very good at this game, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's see. Clarion has been warm all day, I should say. It seems like, at least. Does find a miss, just as I mentioned that he's doing well, but I mean, if you saw his first match against Yanni, this guy was pulling out. He was pulling out some, kind of stinkers, some scores that he's probably not so happy with. And then he SS'd Fitzlow in it. He actually minefield surfing like that, minefield surfing just in the warm-ups, just for fun. I don't know. This guy can do some stuff.
Yeah, well, we got to get the caster curses out of the way a little early, right? Best on the warm-ups.
Yeah. That way the players don't get angry at you. Escocyan, though, also had a crazy run of 16 match, just in terms of his own performance. Just kind of had Deku as his opponent, one of the scarier matchups, and had no trouble with it. Won 6-2 in a way that looked like it could have been 6-0. He was playing out of his mind.
Well, Esco was a really strong part of the World Cup Chile team, so, I mean, it's kind of no surprise, I would say. If you saw some of the scores that he was putting up.
Oh. Actual TWC Grand Finals level player in a few skill sets. Finals level in seemingly most of them these days. He's gone around just after seeing a bunch of, old mid-late rounds TWC tiebreakers. Just gets Pomegranate 99.4 in one try, and I'm like, how did you do that? And he's like, oh.
Pomegranate reference.
Let's go see and say, oh no, he's already on the EHR. What could that possibly mean? Oh. Huh. Okay, custom warm-up by Megu, I suppose. I assume it's custom at least.
Please, help me rebuild it. Help me make it way better and stronger than it was in past. I promise, everything will not be the same. All will be better.
I don't know what this is.
All will be more sincere. All what matters is me and you. All what matters is us. I miss you.
I was gonna say, it sounds like the floor is gonna drop out, but it's only 4 stars.
Right? Oh my god. It's Minecraft core. Okay, they're both running at EHR. We will see what that means, but I get the feeling this is going to have some high SV. I say this because Clarion picked it, and he tends to like that in a map.
Yeah.
When it goes very fast. Escocyan ghost tapping the massive bass fart at the start of the song by mashing all 4 keys.
I promise, everything will not be the same. All will be
I'm gonna place my bet right now that the Minecraft like getting hurt noise is gonna be like a ninja.
I miss you.
Yeah, I believe that.
You were my totem of undying
I think we're gonna have
love.
more than one ninja in this map.
All I feel is
Oh, the totem sound.
Oh, that's what that is? Right, okay, that makes sense.
That's actually a pretty good crash.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly wouldn't have been so sure from just first hearing it that, oh, this is sampled from Minecraft of all things. Was that was the creeper sign, wasn't it? I haven't played enough Minecraft to just know every sign in the game, but some of them are just iconic like that.
I miss us.
Playing starting to single tap the 1-3 rhythm again before getting blocked on the head by a couple 1-4 finishes. Okay, cool.
That is a map that we
Nice.
consider an experience.
Not as extreme as I thought it would be, actually. Oh my god, wait. I need to ping Eloise about this. Clarion got 2-4-7 combo.
Is that significant?
Don't worry about it. If you play Celeste or know people that do, it probably is significant. Or, I don't know about just know people that play the game. It's like some community meme there.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, so, the match begins.
We are serious mode. Time to roll. Oh. Sync
That's-
music.
Hitting panic like 5 times when something happens, I respect it. Okay, so NA loses the rule, as has been ordained
Help me rebuild
since the
it.
beginning of time. Clarion gonna roll 15, Escocyan rolls 63. So Escocyan wins the roll. Apparently 2 for 2 losses surely, and yeah, Clarion gonna ban Hex 1 because it turns out Escocyan can actually play Hex 1 for some reason.
That's a scary thought.
Right? Like the mod, an ACT player can play that. I don't get why. McVitie's 1
It's
gonna be the ban
for
for Escocyan.
All I feel is
It's hard to focus with this song in the background.
Right? Dude, I just realized what it's saying. I'm like, wow, so deep. Alright. Oh! I have just realized. Escocyan has left Hard Rock 1 open
Indeed.
against Clarion. That could be fun. But, for now, Escocyan gets to pick first. What's it gonna be? The real Chad move would just be picking Inchart 1 straight into him. You can't pick it if I do it first.
Exactly.
Oh, but it's gonna be Nomad 1. Okay. Way.
I miss
La chanson que tu chantes sous la douche.
Ouais, formidable.
I think they can both play this map. Like, they can both FC this.
C'est quoi la meilleure chanson pour un samedi soir?
Ouais.
Is that where the song title comes from? Oh my gosh. Sounds like it.
I'm actually not familiar with this map yet. It's one of the few that I haven't seen played.
The only match I believe where it was played was Zath Warp, and it was in the first few maps of that match where it was not being streamed yet. Because the streamer for it, Ethan, was having a bunch of difficulties, and I was busy with another match at the same time. Also having difficulties. Alright. Here we go.
Oh yes, Ocular! Your map has been picked!
It's true. Mapped it, suggested it, and it goes, it's a cool little map. Alright, here we go. Getting into the quarterfinals round. Escocyan versus MrCB to kick us off.
quoi la meilleure chanson pour un samedi soir?
Ouais, ouais.
Awesome, son. Here we go. So it is 120, but it plays like 240, and it plays like, kind of gentle 240, but with some funny bits in there. It's not so dense, it's more, well, this map has, I think, 2.9, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't call it a tech map, but it's like, it's got enough of that spice to it, you know?
Yeah. A little chill introduction here.
Yeah, a bit of a warm up for both players. Just make sure you're locked in. Map's about to begin. Lots of SV to this as well, if I remember it right. Nothing crazy just yet, though.
Okay.
Both players combo cap 9. 100 difference here. 100 between the two.
Is I guess is Clarion's client just a little faster, or did Esco miss a finisher?
That's a good question, actually. Oh, well. Now we know that they're at least on the same act, and now Clarion is definitely ahead. No doubt about it anymore. Bunch of 100s from Escocyan on those bursts, and all that SV. 1-6 coming in, 240, 1-6. Not easy to burst accurately, but both these guys making it look easy as they do.
I see what you mean about it not quite being a tech map, but also not a speed map.
Yeah, and it's not like a normal one either. Just kind of a beat map, you know?
We do love our beat maps.
That's why we play. Strong scores right now. Zeph, I believe, did FC this against Warp, but that was like 970k. Both these guys are on PS for numbers beginning with 99 right now. Third of the map left, though. It's a long one. It's almost 4 minutes, but these guys have the mental stamina. And then some. 5 100s to 2 right now. Clarion with a third 100. Closes the gap just a little.
Oh, but a
but the miss
miss!
on the doubles! It's still close because the miss was so clean. It's not totally over, but realistically, if Escocyan FCs this, he is just gonna win the map. This was Escocyan's first pick, actually, so bit scary for it to be this close already, but sometimes you gotta get these out of the way. Clarion losing a little more act on this outro, actually. At this point, I'm not sure if the miss mattered. Careful with the spinner.
I was gonna say, that's a little scary for bongo players.
Could be. But these guys having no trouble, though. Clarion, a little bit of a tough time acting the ending. I don't actually think the miss killed him in the end. I think the triplet into single tap stuff got him anyway. Yeah, 7 100s FC. Escocyan creating a new meme for us here.
994400. I don't know, that score looks real clean. I like that.
That would be a good RNG tool, you know?
Yeah, it would, probably. Gotta be Mythic. No, Mythic is...
I think, like, probably Epic or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gotta be rare.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the
something
RNG tool tiers. The tier
I
list.
mean, most people are missing, like, most of the tags. Most of them are like, oh, get specifically the number 1. Like, okay, man.
Really?
So many. Well, I mean, yeah, there's so many like that, but they're all 1 in a million, so you don't see them still. I think the only one I've seen twice that's just 100 mil is 911 because it's 911 twice, and they decided to make that a unique one. I don't know. Oh, okay. You know what? After how he played on this last time, I'm not too surprised, actually. Clarion gonna pick bit slow in it.
Bit slow in it.
I mean, he plays that like it's, you know, a little bit of a twist on what you'd expect, but no, this is actually, besides the HR1, which, you know, is the Clarion skill set, this totally makes sense. I mean, he maxed this against Yanni, down the stretch as well, so you're good at this. Escocyan, though, I believe got 3 100s on this himself. Did he? No, whatever.
I would say it's got to be very hard to pick against Esco. I don't really know what avenue I would try to tackle.
Yeah, I mean, you go your own strengths first at this level of play, right? Like, Clarion is going to end up picking HR1. I think there's no way he's not, but...
For sure.
Yeah, after that, your opponent is so good at just about everything. I mean, you're a KDDK single tap player, so DT2 is usually good for you, but he just got like 99.8 on DT2 against Deku, so how do you know that's gonna work? It's hard to say. Escocyan says, I got 30 and this is... I'm very sorry, bro. I'm getting a lot of the scores mixed up because I've seen all of them today. Except the ones where the stream pooped and crapped itself, and I couldn't see anything. Okay, here we go.
Bit slow in
So it's
it,
time to get-
underway.
It's time to get a bit slow. Escocyan opting to ghost tap. Clarion, not the first time, but only the second time. I don't know, he's just doing whatever. Escocyan with a bit more regular, just like tap everyone to keep yourself in time, it's all good. Both approaches are working. They are assessing, but that was easy enough. This is where the map begins. First slow stream of the 3.
Oh, this is awesome.
Right? Oh! Escocyan! No, that's Clarion, actually. Clarion finding a big brick. I got the players the wrong way around. So the repeat SS is not going to be happening whatsoever.
Esco's still holding on to it, though.
Yeah.
A small part of me feels like really low OD is a placebo, because having such a big 300 window just tricks my brain into hitting outside of it. I don't know.
I understand. I mean, on things like this, I feel like you really are just hitting 300s and misses. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Like, because it is just pure stream, and it really is OE3. Either way. Escocyan hitting nothing but 300s right now. Still working on that SS. End of the stream about to come into view.
Oh!
Oh.
A miss there.
And the funny part, enters at just the right time. Oh my god.
But Clarion drops the combo.
That is unfortunate. He had a combo cap against 50 combo. He actually could have had a comeback just on that, but has to keep his morale up and hit this stream and hope Escocyan locks up a little. It is possible. It feels like anyone has been able to lock up at any point, especially on this final stream. It's so very long. Both players hanging on so far. Escocyan, though, gonna find a miss.
Good recovery.
Yeah, but oh, another brick. Hold on, this is so close. The lead is not swapped yet, but I think combo score is gonna do it if they both SS. Ooh, a minute.
Oh! No!
Oh my god! 4 277 points the difference. 0-10 beats 5-6. A single 100. And I think Escocyan would have lost. It's a good thing he hit none.
I mean...
Jeez. Oh, dude, the miss on the slow part. Clarion's gonna... Ah, he's not gonna be happy with that one.
That's very unfortunate. That random miss definitely... Oh, I mean... It was just kind of out of nowhere, too.
Yeah, I mean... The doublet I can understand, but he hit the doublet and then missed. Like the one little tricky one in the slow part that snaps so slow you might not notice it. He got that. He actually did just miss a normal single tap. And then lose by 500 score after that. That's rough.
A 477 score difference.
Yeah, sir. And, okay, for a second I thought I read pick HD9, and I'm like, what is he trying to make us play? But no, it's gonna be K9.
Bring out
Yeah,
the dogs.
Yes, sir. The diamond dogs, you could say. It's gonna be harder than diamond. Definitely an imperfection, but these guys don't know much about that. You can see some crazy stuff here. Both can play their 250, both can play their light tech, which is really what this map offers. I'd say it's tackier than No Mod 1, but it's still not crazy. I think it's mostly just a density map. I gotta be honest, Clarion saying nothing after the way that last map happened and just going straight into GLHF next map, like no comment, is kind of high aura value, no? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I would agree.
Just moving on with the match. So into Escocyan's second pick. A couple very early 100s from Clarion.
I mean, I must say that finisher bit at the beginning is it's a little goofy.
Yeah, a bit of a mean intro, but it looks like Clarion was hitting very late there. Went to very early for a second. Not a good start, and against a player like Escocyan, this map actually might be over already. He could get a high enough ACFC to just beat the, I think, 9 100s Clarion hit on this intro. Or was it 8? Ah, who cares? We'll find out when he assesses the rest of the map and we see how many it was on his result screen. As always, I'm wrong. There's lots of tricky bursts all over this map. If you can kind of read stuff as 1-4, it makes life easier, but Clarion gonna have a little trouble here. Finds one break, and Escocyan still holding so strong here.
This is looking to be a very solid pick for Esco.
Yeah, good stuff. He's good at this kind of map, but it's just like, you know, normal, hard beat map. It's hard to FC. He's very good at this kind of thing. Totally sensible pick. And you're seeing why here. 99.7. And they both know that the mono is a weird length. If you're single tapping, that mono actually, the first dawn in it lands on your offhand, which might have a long, you know, on-hand start mono. Feels a bit weird. Easy to just assume that it would be on beat, but it's not. They know though. Always warms my heart to see single tap players just see the mono section and be like, no, I'm not changing my playstyle, I'm just going to hit this.
Oh yeah.
And just as I'm picking Clarion up, there's another break. I really like these little finisher bits. I mean, it's so obvious to do that with the song, but it's just like, it just works so well. And Wolf knows what he's doing, man.
Very experienced mapper for sure. And I mean, another miss from Clarion here, but just an insane performance on the left side of the screen right now.
Oh yeah. I thought he was gonna assess that slid on. I would have totally believed it. Getting some tech through finishers there. This is like a pretty much unbeatable score from Escocyan here. If he holds this kind of accuracy, I feel like the only guy that could seriously challenge a score like this is like cheesestingy on a really good run. hits the 1-6 triples, the little dash of 375 BPM goodness in my B map. No problem for this guy. Hits the, I don't know, it looked like a 1-8 triple. Escocyan looking for one of the scores of the weekend here. He's bleeding just a little more and more as the second half goes on. Almost gets caught by the ninjas, but he's still got it.
I'd say this certainly is a map that you can get a lot of hundreds on if your nerves start showing up a little bit, but
Oh yeah.
still 99.7 right now.
Being in a TWC Grand Final tends to inoculate you to the early rounds. You feel pretty okay eventually when you've been in situations like whatever that is. Just SS is whatever that is. Just a little, unusual 1-6 5-foot DDDKD at the end of your map. Hit it to FC, so he decides to hit it. Escocyan, 990? Ah, not quite. Unlucky. But that's still a crazy full combo.
Yeah,
2026 300s. All right, great score. Right? This guy's the modern player. Just FC stuff.
Oh, we see Clarion now HR1. See, HR1 would be just a great momentum shifter for Clarion.
It would. I mean, he wins this against basically everyone, I think.
I just realized he mapped it as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, custom mapped. I believe he got some help from Megu, but custom mapped this himself, generally speaking. I think he said it was his first time mapping Taiko. So naturally what he's going to do is make a map that's, unusually high SV and say, this is my custom HR1. That's what he would do for his custom map. Pretty believable. Most of the difficulty, really, none of it comes from mechanics in this. It pretty much all comes from the sheer scroll speed. This map gains, I think, like 0.7 stars with HR, which is about the maximum, which is totally deserved. It's, I believe the last hard part and the hardest one is 280 BPM SV streams.
Ooh, nice.
Like, just long stream. It's difficult, but Clarion has made a living on this kind of thing in the past year, so we might see fireworks. He's told me I need to get 1 million on this map. I am committed to doing it if I get the opportunity to play it in match.
Let's see if that commitment pays out here. I'm excited.
You should be. We're about to see a master work, I think.
The two types of ghost tappers. Those who don't,
right?
And those who Clarion.
Ooh. I believe the BPM speed up begins here. This map does have some BPM gradients, and start is one of them. Clarion hitting a few 100s on the intro, but nothing too bad. And realistically, the win condition for him is to miss less than Escocyan, unless Escocyan is suddenly just actually the best player ever. Wait, oh my. I'm thinking of a score, and if it exists, I think Escocyan can FC this. If it doesn't exist, then I think Clarion should be safe. Oh no.
Well, we're about to see how safe Clarion is.
So, I checked the Pomegranate HR leaderboard, and Escocyan has 19 misses. This means he can play the 300 part like at all. So, this is not a freebie for Clarion, but the accuracy on his side a lot higher right now. Hot beats in this section. It's the only fast section map like this, and he's gonna find a miss on the 9th one at the end.
A chain on that one too.
Yeah, saved by the bell at the end of the section, but Escocyan just destroying this right now. The combo. This map actually does have an FC this weekend, and it seems like it's only gonna have one on Saturday at least. Frostetic with that 98 flat FC, the guy that can do everything, turned around and FC the most specialized map in the mod pool. But bit of a bloodbath on that first KI. Escocyan getting the better of it.
Was that part going all the way up to 280?
No, that's the next. It's the last one. You'll know, I think.
Okay, I was gonna say that one at least looked
Nah, it hovered like
possible.
260.
Okay.
I mean, it's all possible. I got the replay for this on Boxer and it was like 98%. It's like, it's possible, but it is very, very, very hard. As
Yeah,
you can
especially
see.
in match. Oh, big chain
Huge
there.
chin. Okay, it brings us to a near tie. Alright, here's the 280 scroll part. This is where the Clarion Boneless Eyes advantage should come into play, but Escocyan is assessing the stream too so far. What is happening? Finally, this is at the end of it. And the second stream, I think this is the final hard part of the map. If Escocyan misses any more, this is suddenly kinda over for him. But if they both hold this, oh my god, I think Clarion needs to SS the outro. And he's not gonna get anywhere close to
Getting
that.
hundreds.
Oh no! The slowdown is getting him! I think Escocyan's safe by the Solimista margins. I think he is.
Wow.
Unless he forgets how fast the slowdown goes. Wow, that's pretty damn close. 8, 9, 6, 7 points between the two. I mean, you just look at it, right? Within 3 100s of each other, within 2 misses. Wow, But Escocyan mostly just with one big chain miss at the end versus Clarion missing in a few more places. Double 900k on this is stupid, by the way. This is one of the hardest maps in the poll to score on. These guys are insane
for
at the game.
sure. I mean, yeah, Jonathan HR and Jonathan HR versus each other. You know, who wins? Probably Jonathan, if you had to ask. But yeah, that graph tells you all you need to know about what's going on in this map.
Oh yeah. Few parts quite a lot harder than the rest. Aw, man. Escocyan apologizing. Nah, you don't gotta apologize for winning the point, dude. Bro play good. Pick RZ HR. Sorry, I mean pick easy HR, easy HR. I mean it's HR, easy, HR, easy, HR, easy, but okay. You can say what you want. We know what you mean.
I'm guilty of thinking it was HRES. And then I was like, oh, those are mods.
Yeah. Oh, if you ever go into an MP lobby and you type MP mods 23035, something awesome will happen.
MP mods 2305. That's, oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
23035, yeah.
I can't do that in this lobby, you know.
No, I don't think you should make them play Thank You Friends easy hidden double time.
Yeah.
Leave that to the professionals named Applers and nobody else. I mean, yeah, okay, Sinon could probably do it, but that's about it.
Alright, Esco's up 4 points right now, so there's a lot of wiggle room in terms of, you know, maps to play. This is a pretty stamina intensive map, I believe, for most people.
Yeah, I would say so. I think these guys both have the raw physicality for this. It's just, does Clarion have the ulting skill to keep up with Escocyan on something like this? Escocyan's full ult is so strong that I think he will actually have no trouble on this map. I don't think to the point of like, oh, he's gonna FC it, but as long as he can handle his repeating patterns, which this map does have a ton of, I would give him a heavy advantage here. I mean, yeah, he's SS the intro.
Wow.
You can tell by the time he's hit the last 7, but it's like, who's hitting 100 on normal ranked Thank You Friends 1.6 in 2026? Not Escocyan, I'll tell you what. Clarion does miss near the end of that part, coming into the free combo section with exactly 0 combo. So he'll be thankful to build that up, but heavy advantage for Esco here. That can change the kind of map where you really can miss to the value of about 50k score without hitting a single note in between.
True. I think we just saw in a previous match where it was more a matter of survival than it was beating your opponent.
Oh yeah. To be fair, that if you mean wait, that last match between Hex and Argent, that was mostly Hex's keyboard just straight up betraying her. She probably would have been at least close to an FC on that, but we have seen some big breaks from very strong players on this map. Mind you, Escocyan is SSing. But no, like seriously, can you stop? Dude.
What? Okay.
Dude! Oh my god, he's actually halfway through the KI with FC. Sorry, with SS. What is he up to? His UR looks like a laser. He's not even hitting that close to 100s.
The middle of the UR bar is pure white.
This guy is throwing a dart. He's actually into the ending. There's no way, there's no way, there's no way. The ending is so long. Finally hits a 100, but like, is he gonna finish the map with 1? Even this is score of the week, and I don't think it's close. This map is almost 9 stars. Are you kidding?
I'm afraid to speak.
No, I don't think you're kidding. Clarion is not doing badly. I think he's heavily upscoring from his first match, but sometimes your opponent is just having a very, very good day.
Insanity.
Oh, we got the WTF in the chat. I think we know what just happened. Does he hit Thank You Friends 26? Yes, he does.
That was,
Sorry,
what,
I mean
3 100s?
I think it was 2. Oh my good god.
Oh my.
2 100s on HREZ. I'll tell you what. That is the Emol PP record, and there's no doubt about it.
I mean,
you'd need to FC Hex 1 with like 98.9 or something ridiculous like that to have any chance of beating that, or you'd need to SS this map, which nobody's doing. And Clarion just says, what the fuck? And then picks his next map. He's just here.
I mean, what do you do against that, right? That's just...
Oh, you lose. I mean, it's just over.
Like you said, sometimes your opponent just having a really good day. 814 PP.
Oh my god. Escocyan says anything but VPN. Gets his wish, it's gonna be way 1. Either player could put up something crazy on this. I think Clarion has the fundamentals required with Hidden, with 1-3, with all that stuff. And Escocyan, yeah, I mean, to see him, you can just say to see him, he's real good at this kind of thing. If you know him for 1 mod, I would expect that to be Hidden. This map is, I'd say, on the easy side for this pull. It feels like everyone is at least able to play it.
Yeah, I think most of the performances I've seen, it's more about getting caught off guard than it is general struggles.
Yeah, like, there is tough SV in this too, Siren, but if you know it's coming, it's, as long as you have, the mechanics to play, like, chill 260, it's just, yeah, it's just an act map.
Chill 260? Chupa would like to have a word with you.
No, dude, don't worry. My skin crawled saying that there's no such thing as chill 260, and I'm lying for the cameras. Anyway, getting into the map, neither player caught off guard by the opening ninja finisher. Clarion will be single tapping this. Got that single tap accuracy. Maybe a little bit overkill playstyle wise for OD5, but here we are. It's not like 1-4 is the only thing this map has to offer though. The 1-3. Catching a couple 100s out of Clarion, and that really might be it. I could see Escocyan SSing this right here. Clarion's been running with this with the HR to the point where he can actually FC it. It's so funny. This guy is just playing. Alright, here's the first hard part. Doesn't look like a hard part. I don't know why Clarion missed there. And then this happens. You have to know this is coming. Escocyan, is gonna find a pretty significant break. And suddenly we're almost tied slightly to Clarion coming into the first PI.
That single tap accuracy is definitely coming in right now.
Yep. The 1-3 Gonna leave that a little redundant. Both players probably not an easy enough time tapping this. Easy to misread the snap changes though. Nobody does. Really weird 1-3 pattern at the end of that kind of thing where everyone would be a bit miffed if it was a 1-6 with that.
And another miss from
Escocyan.
Esco.
Yeah. Falling on the 98 here. He's gonna be at 99 by the end of the map unless this really is a bad run. Both players SS the little slowdown. Both handling the whatever's happening right now at bar line is just fine. The Lick's a special. He just likes to throw a plate of spaghetti on the map sometimes. And Clarion, we'll see. He's at the advantage. He has the chance. He has one chance right now to stop the sweep and to give himself another lease on life here. It's gonna be a long road if he wants to actually win this match. If he hits the build-up, that's the first step. He can probably afford a small miss now that the map is running out of combo, but I don't think he wants that. I don't think his heart grit wants that at all.
Yeah,
Getting through the ending.
don't want to leave any room for Esco to come back, and I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, SSing the last 1-3 cleanly. Alright, so took a little bit of luck perhaps. I wouldn't expect Escocyan to be missing on that, even though he did miss in one of the hardest parts. But Clarion with a pretty clean 1 miss near the start is going to get himself on the board. It's 5-1 now, but now Escocyan picking with 4 points in hand, picking to win the match. I don't know, man. We'll see. Still a lot of funny stuff on the board.
For sure.
Hashtag swag. It's true.
Blaze.
You would know a lot about the map we're about to see, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I'm so happy that Eloise used my custom mod name.
Oh, I mean, you have to. You can't just be like, name your slot and then just call it like, oh, it's no mod 5 now. Like, you can't just ruin their fun like that. Dangle the carrot? No. This has been a really popular pick, actually.
Yeah.
It's been in most matches.
I mean,
it's a band either.
It's a like banger stream map because it's
Yeah.
You don't get a whole lot of stream maps that go back and forth between snapping changes and speeds.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Because usually you'd think like, I mean, maybe 1-3, 1-4, but I'm pretty sure this is 1-4, 1-5, right? Like, I think that's what the faster snap is. Where else do you see that? And it actually looks kind of comfortable to play too. I assume it feels comfortable to play because everyone has been able to like handle the streams. Why?
Mini lamp map.
Escocyan was SSing until right at the end of the first Hell stream when playing this against Deku. So I think no level of high score is off the cards for him. I don't know if Clarion played this in his first match. I actually don't think he did. It's weird. This pulled 19 maps in his first of 6, and it feels like everyone has played everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. Big pool feels small. This is probably the most awkward part of the map for accuracy. And here we go. Now it's 1-4, now it's 1-5, and we're going to go back and forth between these two for 2 measures each time for the next little while. Escocyan once again, SS is into the first stream. Clarion not far behind, but
Big
that might take
chain
him out of the
miss.
game.
Yeah,
that's rough.
I mean, with a stream map, you never can put it out like entirely out of reach, but yeah, that's a big chain miss there.
Yeah, the other player can always miss 50 notes in a row. But right now, the other player isn't doing anything besides hitting 300s. No, Escocyan messed up the transition out of the first stream last time. Doesn't this time. He's got the SS going. It's not like it's free. Look at this. What is this? It's probably just more 1-4 stuff into 1-5 stuff, but it feels weirder than it is. Oh man. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
I have funny news though. I'm really not sure that was multiple misses. And I think one of the funniest things you could see this weekend is a one miss on Lays. You can't miss just once.
That is true.
Just to prove the point that nothing is impossible, you know? Alright. Second stream approaches us quickly. Alright. If Escocyan does pick up more than one miss here, this is not impossible for Clarion to get back into, but he's gonna need to be hitting this stream. I think this one's a lot shorter, right? Like this is the last cycle of it?
Yeah, I think that's
game.
that is game for this match.
Yeah, an unbelievable hack from Esco. I think that was actually SS minus the point where he missed. 9. How many misses? Very important.
Very important. Ah!
The curse. The curse. 1/100, by the way. Are we serious?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You
Yes,
can't
sir.
miss just once.
It's unfortunate that he actually was that one break away from an SS and would have been his second score of the week candidate just in this match, but it is going to be a 6-1 win for Escocyan over MrCB. Good run for Clarion. Had easily the funniest match of the tournament, the funniest map of the tournament against YanniFR earlier today, but that is going to be it for him. Goes out in top 8. Not bad at all. I'd say there's no shame in losing to someone playing like Escocyan's been playing today.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
done for Saturday.
going up against a 2x100 FC on a 8 point something 979 star, like that's just
like unwinnable.
you know. But
Sometimes you just lose because the other guy says so.
yeah, I think our next match will be at 10 UTC, which is about 10 hours from now.
Yes.
And that will be Frostetic and dragonmaxx.
I think you say like prosthetic arm, but with an F, right? I think that's like
Oh, okay.
know.
Frostetic.
kind of a weird name, but I kind of think of it like that. Yeah, Frostetic versus dragonmaxx, battle of the DDKK skill cap, all around everything players in 10 Rs. Both have some crazy recent performances under their belts, and Frostetic looked dominant in the first match of the tourney against Wyvern. So that could be hype, I think. Could be one of the
Indeed.
matches of the tourney. But that's in 10 hours, and this is now, and we are done for Saturday. That is the first match of quarterfinals and the last of the day. We have 3 more tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for watching so far. We hope you've enjoyed this as much as, well, I know I have.
Yeah, and I have as well. Thank you guys so much for watching.
See you
Bye
next time.
bye.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Eloise's Meal Order Life. It's quarterfinals day. We've already had one of our 4 matches of this run. Escocyan versus MrCB as the clock struck midnight in the UK over Saturday night. Escocyan winning that 6-1, going to be the first member of our top 4. And we've got 3 matches today to decide the other 3. First of which, it's going to be a banger, I think. 2 skill cap DDKK gods of the current game. We've got Frostetic and dragonmaxx. Both these guys, more than just skill cap players, tournament players at the same time. Not often you see those 2 mixed, but when you do, you get what people tend to call a top player. These guys both just insane. They're so good at like everything. Frostetic has only been playing, it feels like, for 24 months. But he's already comfortably first page. He's like, he went like 3 weeks in a row in TWC as the best player in the tournament at the start of the tournament, and as a skill cap player, I don't know, this guy's crazy. dragonmaxx been around a little while longer, but hidden skill type player. People don't tend to realize just how good he is until he's on the other side of the lobby from them, and they think, I can pick the ACK map, and they lose anyway. This one's gonna be fun. Both these guys, exceptional at their stuff, and their stuff just happens to be everything. They both have warm-ups. They're about a minute long each. And I think they're 404 and 450 BPM. So we will be seeing some skill cap to begin this match, if you would believe it. The one chance, well, not the one chance they have, but certainly a chance they have to play insanely hard V-maps. A couple in this pool. One in particular stands out. If you look right at the bottom here, is something very skill cappy indeed by HexaMaster. But getting into dragonmaxx's warm up here, it's going to be Lotus Quest from Forestbat's second short double BPM pack. Oh, but this is only 200 BPM. This is fine. I don't get it. That is an interesting miss from Frostetic. He does not normally do stuff like that. He'll be unsure when the 400 is coming, when to ult. Well, the 400 is here. Neither player unhinged enough to be single tapping 1-2 at this BPM, I think. Okay, Frostetic cannot play 400 BPM. It appears he has a weakness that has never showed up in a tournament outside EGTS 22. Max, on the other hand, just has to see that entire KI. This map is 9 and a bit stars, by the way. I don't know what to say. Is he actually just gonna pick a 9-star and FC it? Yes, he is. Unbelievable. Okay, so Max FC's his warm-up. And Frostetic feels it. When Frostetic is feeling the map you picked and you're FCing it, you know you're on some serious shit. That is unbelievable from Max. We've seen some crazy stuff in these warm-ups. From Clarion's FC to Minefield Surfing to that just now. It's been pretty crazy. Anyway, maybe Frostetic can't play 404 BPM, but it seems he can play 450. This is Beable. This is Lakes' map of Beable, which means that it's not 225, it's actually 450 BPM. It's just straight up double BPM of like a no mod 1 song from TWC this year. All of the TWC no mod 1s this year were like fast no mod 1. Yeah, but what if we just made it all 1 hit, you know? This is the short version. It will be mercifully over in a minute and change. And I'm sure these players don't really mind. I'm sure they'd be fine to play the long version. I'm gonna turn down the hit signs of Frostetic a little. That's the whole game. Okay. And yeah, this is 450 BPM. I mean, what else is there to say? This part is actually pretty comfortable. It stopped being comfortable. I mean, you got stuff like, even just a 5-foot at this kind of BPM is stupid, and like, most people can't do this. And they both hit it. They both hit the intro. I think there will be one more part like that. I assume this is like, up to the end of the first GI. Please, please, double FC the 9-star at 450 BPM warm-up. It would be so funny. Alright, here we go. First GI coming in, first and only. Oh, Max is gonna be the first to miss. Finds another brick, but recovers it because he's like that, and he can recover from misses at 450 BPM. Is Frostetic outseeing? Ah, the last hurdle is the one that gets him. That's unfortunate, but still pretty funny stuff from both players. And now we enter a pool where the fastest map is 114 BPM slower than what we just played. In fact, if you put this on halftime, it would still be the highest BPM map in this pool by about 1.5, I think. No, don't do that. Thank you. Alright, so it's time for rules. The winner will pick first, the loser will ban first. Okay, Max gonna roll 71. Pretty good. Still waiting on Frostetic's roll. Hasn't said anything since the map ended, so... Oh. Frostetic rolling 5. That is unfortunate. It seems that dragonmaxx has won the roll. All of that way to get 5, yeah. Well, it's the same as 1, it's the same as 70. Frostetic will be first to ban. No, I didn't mean to click it. Okay. Oh! Okay, so we actually see Hex 1 banned. Alright. That's interesting, because you'd expect Frostetic to be very good at this kind of map. It's just straight up skill cap. It says, I'm not warmed up. And to be fair, dragonmaxx seemed pretty dominant on the high BPM warm-ups. Obviously, completely different category from the 336 BPM death stamina of Wappa Toby style, but oh well. HR1 gonna be Max's ban. Makes sense. Frostetic did straight up FC it yesterday. He's the only one with an FC on it. He will probably end up the only person with an FC on it this weekend. But his first match performance is enough to get the map out in second. My Max first to pick, and it's like, I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I think VPM1 is a good pick for dragonmaxx. Frostetic missed on it a couple times in match 1, I believe. Okay, he missed on it near the end. And the thing is that Max didn't just FC it, he got, like, he was this close to an S rank. Yeah, he first picked VPM1! Let's go, this guy is so brilliant. Alright, so the first thing we will be doing in this match is playing HR1 apparently. Wrong map pick. Fly to the Moon coming up in our client, but that's not what we're playing. The ref sheet is very broken. Oh no. We might have a little trouble. Hold up, alright. No, wrong thing. Anyway. Which is not gonna get to 60 before they start playing. I was silent for 40 seconds for no reason. Anyway, this is just kind of 1 minute. It's OD10 before DT. They're playing it on DT with sudden death, so if you miss, you feel. If you miss and the other person FCs, you automatically lose. If both players miss, or both players FC, the higher AC wins. Max off to a bad start, actually. No, these guys are cheating. Oh, feud 100s from Frostetic! And Max, he's locked all the way in. What is this? I don't even want to speak. Frostetic misses, but this is already over. No! No! He's at like 3 100s, and they were all at the start! Oh my god! I think he just reverse SS choke, just cut to 1 minute with Nightcore. I need to yard check this. 69! He got 69 yard air. He got his first, but he picked air on OD12 and just got 69 yard on it anyway. Oh my god, this guy is different. This guy is actually different. That is a PB tie. He's got this score before. Oh, I love this guy. Okay. Frostetic, not as competent of a counter as dragonmaxx, but I mean, look at this. I don't think anyone is as competent of a counter as dragonmaxx. I think he's number 1 on this map, and there's nobody besides like Lefty 3 in the world that could have a high chance of stopping him there. Unbelievable play to get us started, and yeah, okay, that makes sense. Frostetic picking way 1. Okay, yeah. I was worried we'd be in trouble with fine, but no, it's fine. So this is way 1. You can think of it as a hidden 2. It is basically 260 hidden with some SV funny business and some 1-3. That's it. Pretty normal pick. Yeah, it seems to be on the easy side for this pull. It's not saying too much though, because it is like, it's a hard pull. It's fun. I don't know. Frostetic, in his first match, in the first map of the entire tournament against Lightning Wyvern, just straight up picked this in SS. He just max scored the map in 1 attempt. I don't know if Max played this in his first match. Max just taking a second for nerves. He tends to do that sometimes, but he never needs a full 2 minutes. I remember this happened a couple times when I played him in Ren. It was like, we tied the techno mods, then he won his second try, and he was like, hey, I need a minute for nerves. Or no, after the tie, we were both like, dude, I need a sec. And then he was immediately like, I'm fine. Anyway. Nobody jump scared by the first ninja finisher. These guys can play 260 hidden like it is nothing. Frostetic may be more known for it, but Max, no slouch on this either, is going to be the first one to lose Acto, and against a player like Frostetic, that really might be game. Alright, here's the first funny part. Probably the funniest part of the whole map. Some ninjas about to come in. The bar lines are dawn finishers, just remember that. And hit everything else. And that's exactly what they do. Both players assessing the funny bit, as you do. And those early 100s from Max, proving the difference so far. There's plenty of time for things to change, but this is a wild run from both players into the first PI. Here we go. So lots and lots of 1-3 coming in here. Not the easiest 1-3 patterning as well, but both these players likely to be just fine. There's a weird 7-foot at the end here. Here it is. They both hit it 100 each on it, but that's not a big deal. Just a perfectly fine trade. Both players hit the little SV so down there. Yeah, they're gonna assess the slowish gem. They will see at the break how close it is. Both know the other is locked in. It's gonna come down to the final PI. Mono with snap changes catches nobody because these guys are the best players in the universe and they're playing like it. 100 to 4 right now. Frostetic looking dominant as ever on the fast hidden. This is his playground. But it hit 1 million score. But it hit the end of the map. It might all come down to the last cat mono. Ooh, a second 100 from Frostetic on like the last note before the finishers. But he's gonna take the win. 2 100s to 4 100s. They both FC. I think Gosh, this might be the second double FC we've seen on anything this tournament. It's a hard pull to be consistent on. 84 UR, 108. As you do. But Frostetic, not quite able to repeat his SS from yesterday, doesn't need to, just gets the solid 99.9 as you do, and claims his first point. And dragonmaxx is not sure what to pick. I wouldn't be either. If I was either of these guys, I wouldn't be sure what to pick. I'm gonna go with K9. Harder than Diamond coming in. Please work. I don't know if I've had to load this map in on stream yet. It's not working. Okay, so I need to take a minute and fix this. This shouldn't take long. I think I've figured out how to consistently get a map in. But I'm not 1,000,000% sure. Okay, do I have it downloaded? Yeah, I do. Wait, I have 2 maps of the song downloaded. Oh no. Okay. It's this one. So I delete it. I open my downloads folder, which I'm sure has it. Yeah, it does. Okay. Let's see. Does it work this time? It's so live. Yes! Okay. So we have K9 in the client, ready to go. Looks like we haven't had to hold up the players, at least for very long. The good luck have fun's come out. Good luck fun have from dragonmaxx, very important. Bit of a mini tiebreaker type of map. There's a couple early 100s from Max. Very hard to start off comfortable in this map, but Frostetic managing that difficult task. SS is the intro with a handful of 100s from Max. Yeah, cool lead of 4,000 score. Nothing guaranteed at all here, but so far advantage Frostetic. Loses the SS, but it's going to take a lot more than that. Max really did have some Max troubles on that intro. I mean, I say that, it's only like 700. That, on the other hand, is a big deal. That's a miss. And that might steal it up right there. I would be impressed as hell if Frostetic managed something like a 5-100 FC across this full map, but when you just have to FC to win, things get a bit different. Frostetic looking dominant on this. Trickier bursts come in, both players hitting in no problem at all as they tend to do weird mono link there, gonna catch out Max, and of course 250 mono is not easy for Bongo at all anyway. So this is looking like probably a break point. Sections and everything. Not catching out these two. I mean, if you're Bongo, you gotta single tab those, right? Beating the playstyle allegations as well, you know? If it's all mono, then it's just as hard as KVK. In terms of single tab difficulty. Harder with the triples. But these guys handle it. Max just seemingly not on a good run on this map right now, and it's Not a good time to be having a bad run on anything when your opponent is doing this Frostetic with that mid-99 FC still running. Weird burst. Oh, hold on! Frostetic completely locks up for almost a full stream and finds another miss. Max does treat it, but still wins the exchange, and suddenly this is close! Max probably thinks he's lost already is the thing, I think. Ooh, if he keeps the morale up, this is not winnable, but it's still hard. He doesn't have the combo advantage to work with. Frostetic is bleeding just a little more act here. In this section, this is so close. Oh my god. With a bite. Put a minute of the map left. 3,000 points separate these two. The bloodbath on that second stream section has made this very, very interesting. Oh, I both hit the last burst, but it's so close! 100 for Max. Every single one is important on it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to say anything. Oh! 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 Oh my god! 922 points! Frostetic wins! I don't know if that last 100 mattered. I don't actually think it did. I think he was gonna win by like 20 if not for that. But Max with 100 on the final triple. Oh my. That is unbelievable how close that was. I'm sure both of them went into that result screen thinking, I've just lost by 50k. Oh my. And Max just took the lead after a massive comeback right at the very, very end of the map, but was not able to hold it through the final slowdown. And the breakpoint is in. Frostetic has won a pick from dragonmaxx, and that could be a big deal down the line. Yeah, second generation of Germany hitting 100 on the last burst, and possibly Eloise losing the point just due to that. And Frostetic picking hard rock easy, hard rock easy, hard rock easy. I will call it that every time. I'm not just saying the letters. It's gonna be thank you friends. Highest SR map that wasn't banned, of course Hex 1 is about 9.3 stars. This isn't far off at about 8.8, but this is a much easier map to play than Hex 1. Instead of extremely dense 336 for 5.5 minutes, it's extremely dense 200-16 for about 2. I know it says 256 there, but you got about a minute of brick and then like low interoni mapping after the intro and before the map really kicks off. Both players are ready and up quickly enough despite the nerves that K9 must have generated. These guys are ready. They're champions. They're just going in. Max just single tapping. No, not single tapping, but ghost tapping the song. Anyway, map begins. It's a lot of this, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a lot of this for the next few minutes. Well, kinda. There will be some 7-foots in just a second. Here we go. Here's the first one. No problem for these guys. And they will get to the brick and they will know the other guy has assessed the intro. I mean, of course, right? These guys have a high enough skill cap and high enough act that this just makes sense. Plus the map is OU6. But it's still pretty funny. Of course, we did see Escocyan get goddamn SS-2 on this against Clarion. Max actually dropping 100 to the Oni section. That is rough. I don't think Frostetic is about to turn around and SS the entire map. That is totally different from SSing the intro, especially with match nerfs. But now this is starting to get a little troublesome. That's another pair of 100s for Max, and you can see the key mash. And another The chill part, the 5-star, maybe 4-star mapping is catching Max off guard. But now the time has come where he can redeem himself. If Frostetic makes a mistake, not guaranteed that at all. And from here to the end of the map, it's a minute and a half straight shot of just pure 1416, and it is so dense. So many 7-flips in this main PI. Frostetic missed a sliding click? Okay, so if they tie on accuracy by the end of this, this might get funky. Dude, what is happening? Hello? Are you normal? Frostetic? Okay, thank God he's normal. I'm kidding, no he's not. You don't hit 100 on all that? Are you kidding? He got 100 across the entire PI. The ending is still hard, but if you can hit the intro, you can hit the outro. All Frostetic has to do is hold. But it's a long outro, we're only halfway through it. We're halfway from the PI to the end of the map. And it's all one stream, there's no break here. Max has... Oh my god, I think he lost the map on the slow part. Oh, this match. There's still time, it's only 5,000. Any mistake loses you the map. Oh man, Max with a miss on I think literally the last note of the last stream. Anyway, Frostetic with 100 on Thank You Friends. I can tell you that is probably about 820 PP in match. Do we even want to know? 90 UR on that. And Max, again, 8 and 2. 8 100s, 2 misses. His first question is, did I beat Escocyan's score? Max gets 99.6 on a near 9-star and says, I'm so bad because that's, yeah, that's where we're at. Wow, so Frostetic holds his pick after all that. And now dragonmaxx to pick, and it's starting to feel difficult. And by starting to, I mean it already does. This is not an easy situation for dragonmaxx. He's gonna pick the hidden SV map. It's time for time. So, we went, right, from 8.79 stars to, well, let's see what the star rating on this map is. 2.67. So, an SR difference between the two maps of 6.1, which is still probably about the average SR of this poll. Maybe if you subtract a couple maps, like, Thank You Friends and Hex 1, maybe? Like, you could make an interesting map with the SR just difference between these two, as it says so. Pretty awesome. So, having to hit the clutch and transfer from top gear directly to first. Into slow mode we go. I'm hitting the panic button. Okay. There we go. Early 100 from Frostetic. Both players ghost tapping instably enough, just every 1-1. And Max bringing an SS into the identity of the map. This is the part where it all matters, really. Easy to slip up on the intro, but these ninja finishers are what really get you if you're not ready. dragonmaxx, however, coming in absolutely prepared. He's still got that max going and he needs it. Frostetic is 1/100 behind him. Oh no! Oh no! He's hit one, and Frostetic is also hit one. There's no way. Okay, please, please, assess the rest of the map. Couple tricky little ninjas here. You forget them sometimes. We have a tie! 1/100 purple air! The client thinks dragonmaxx won, the client's wrong. It's still 3-1. We can't decide a winner when they got the same score. Eloise, you're the host. We replay, right? We have to. Dude, this dragonmaxx guy just does this. He just ties maps with you. You'll get a score, and you'll think, wow, that was really good. And then he's like, yeah, I got the exact CM1, dog. I would know. What? Where did my chat go? What? What's happened? What just happened? Oh, it's because I got right back into the map. Okay, I was so confused. So now, the one added factor on a replay really is nerves. If they were both good enough to 1/100 the map, I don't think Mind Block is really a worry. Frostetic caught out by the one hard-ass V pattern, and now it's all Max's to lose. Max again brings an SS into the PI, but this time his lead isn't just 1/100. Frostetic finds another miss, and it looks like, as usual, Max goes from a tie into clutching up. Is not gonna have the SS, but doesn't need it, doesn't even need close. If he FCs, he just wins. If he misses once, he still just wins. And as usual, someone's found a duplication glitch in the latest version of Ostaiko. dragonmaxx cannot exactly replicate his 1/100 play from the first run and clutch out the point. Frostetic, 3/100s, 3 misses. Significant down score. Because I got mind blocked on that one long pattern. Okay, so just after I say mind block probably won't be an issue, it actually turns out to be one. And yeah. Alright. So, Max holds his pick. It's 3-2. Frostetic next to pick though, and he still has plenty of options. I don't know, I think DTs in this poll could be pretty interesting to see. But at the same time, I think they might just both near SS. Like, it's hard to say. These guys do have their DT act. They are the rare Fungo skill cap players who can do that kind of thing. But I think this is a better idea, actually. Frostetic is gonna dip us into the free mod pool. It's gonna be FM1. Everything feels cooked to both players. This pool is, besides a couple no mods, it feels 2 stars too low. For a matchup like this, I'm gonna set the audio to 12%. There we go. Yeah, neither player knows why the hell to strat here. Are we gonna see 4 mod here? Yes. Yes. Like, the answer is yes. 100%. That's what we're gonna be looking at. Never played this with HDH? Oh my god. I think it'll be fine. I actually think he'll have no problems with it at all. This is an FM1, it's not that hard to read. I mean, it's not totally mod friendly, but It's very, very doable HDHR. These guys can do it. Good luck's coming eye. Looks like we're about to get started. So, Frostetic's pick, but he's never tried this HDHR before. It may cause some slight issues, and if it does, there could be a window for Max to get himself back on equal footing at 3-3 here. But he'll have to play this clean. Frostetic, known these days for his mod skill almost as much as his skill cap by those who've seen him play in tournaments, but Max with some early act struggles. This is OD 7.7 even after HR, so getting back a 2% act deficit might be hard. It almost feels weird to say if like only a 6k lead, but I feel like Max has got to be hoping for misses now. Just struggling to act on the first couple patterns of the map, recovered since, but a lead is a lead, and that's usually all Frost needs. Nobody goes tapping into the first PI. Max is going to be the one to find a miss instead of Frostetic. And it looks like this was a good selection. Pretty comfortable pick for Frost. Look at this. Couple 100s late in the PI as the 1/6 density goes up, but no signs of a miss. None in the slightest. That miss from dragonmaxx though making the difference. Bringing this from like a 4k lead to 20k. Handful more 100s there. Tricky 2-3 rhythm there. Catches, I think, both players life for 100. Max is at the combo cap now, but the damage is done. It's a 25,000 score difference. Second PI comes in. SP does go up for these sections. Seems like Frostetic's act on these 1/6 density sections is a little bit suspect, but it's still got him a 99.3 overall. They will see the scores, and Max might be kicking himself a little. If not for that break, this would be so very close. Probably only a couple thousand. But if Frostetic misses, and it is possible on this last KI, this is not over yet. That'll make things very interesting very fast. Don't mess up the rhythm. You know how long 3-4 is. The good news, they know how long 3-4 is. Into the last KI we go. The speed up comes in. The finisher comes in. Nobody missing. And even if Frostetic does once again lose act on the 1/6, it doesn't really matter. The lead is so big. As long as he FCs, he just wins unless he full 100s an entire stream. He won't be doing that. And it looks like this is probably an FD and a win for Frostetic. I don't know if the 100 points are that similar. I think he would have won by a couple anyway. Let's see. Oh yeah. Good handful of 100s in hand there for Frostetic. Act a little bit more distant than it looked. Only the one miss from Max, but didn't really matter. And Max saying, I forgot how to play HDHR. Well, there's gonna be a tough score to beat anyway from Frostetic. I mean, you need your clean run in, or 1.105 is not beatable at all. Max saying I'm kinda buggered, but I don't know. I feel like most of what's left in the poll can swing either way, because these guys are good enough. Oh, okay. FM2 pick. This has been played, I believe, once. I think Aurora and Coconut Human played this, and it was actually very close. Coconut Human would have won if not for a single little break. I had Aurora dead to rights by a couple 100s. I don't know what's in the map though. I can't remember. Oh, the anti-mod. Okay. Yeah, no need for either player to change their mod selection. We already know they're HDHRing this. Oh my god. Wait, I didn't realize it's busted. Oh, I'm very sorry. We're gonna miss at least the first half of the map. Well, I don't know about the entire first half, but we'll see what I can do. Okay. Alright. Trying to get the map back in, and then someone comes into the room. Got all sorts of problems. Let's just come up with okay. Hopefully this works. Yes, it works. Alright. Oh gosh, we have missed most of the map. And it looks like Max ahead by 10k. We jumped in at an important moment. Straight back into the action. Next to the couple 100s. Frostetic with a miss right near the end though, and it looks like Max has got this. The anti-mod FC coming in. Is it coming in? Yes, it is. 1083k from dragonmaxx on FM2. Another situation where the one brick didn't really make the difference, and the winning player had the higher rack anyway. My offset on this is undeterminable, says Frostetic. The HDHR Classic, sometimes that happens. Wait, I only got to see a small sliver of the map, so it's like... these UR stats are probably totally wrong. So we're getting into the trenches with this one, I think. 4-3. The maximum amount of maps left is 4. We're certainly in the back half of this, no matter how long it is. Kinda have to win every map to not play TV, says Max. It's true, but I don't know. I don't think TV format auto kills either player here. Oh, BT1. Frostetic hitting us with the Rickroll. It's like it's 2015 again. Rick Astley coming on the radio. It says, "I'm never gonna give you up." So this is just a pure act PT. Yes, he gets a little high in the KIs, but realistically this is gonna be fine for both guys. Oh my god, Max is in gambling mode. He's swapping to the optimal playstyle for stuff like this. The most popular for DT act, it's KDDK single tap. You know, as long as he can claim the finishers, and they don't claim him, I think this could work out. The Frostetic score will probably be formidable, and Max is gonna miss on the first hit-put. And it is an hit-put, and that is weird for KDK. So that is a rough start for dragonmaxx, and against someone like Frostetic on a literal 5-star, like low 5-star map that is so normal. That probably is the end of it. The map is probably over. I'm just gonna have to hope that Frostetic bleeds a lot of act through this map. But Frost the kind of guy to just hold that low 100 kind. Oh, he's single tapping this. Is he? Okay, it seems like he's just single tapping like certain patterns. I don't know. Weird. Seems like he knows what he's doing anyway. He's sitting on 1/100 right now. Max has recovered the act to a very high level, but that miss, it really is just so damaging on an act battle this high level. We're already past halfway. This is a short one. And Max has a couple 100s on these offbeats. It happens. Frostetic hits his second of the map, but he's got this. As long as he FCs, this is pretty much it. Couple 100s extra from each player on this kind of chill section between KIs. Last KI coming in. This one, no, I'll tell you, it feels longer than it is. You're just waiting and wishing for the map to end. And yeah, I mean, not much you can do here if you're Max. I think it was going to be winnable if not for that intro blunder, but Frostetic playing it real clean. One last 100 for the road. Yeah, that's going to be match point for Frostetic, 1 away from making it to week 2 for 100 FC. I think probably beatable for Max, but it's going to be a 9-101 miss instead. 71 and 76 UR. Pretty close in that respect, but it's all Frostetic. He's won all 4 of his picks so far. And yeah, the act of Frostetic has come a long way, hasn't it? 99.7 on a tournament DT. If you told him this would be happening a year ago, you might not have believed you. But here we are. Okay, very little hesitation indeed before Max goes into his next pick of It. Oh well, wow, drawn from Frostetic. That's the wrong map. But yeah, that's just straight up the wrong thing. Yeah, a little bit of a problem with our ref sheet, it appears. But in we go to It. Mod politics being had in the chat. Frostetic says, I can't play this EHDHR, but you can't stop me. Match point Frostetic. If he wins another map, he takes the match. Going HR only. And dragonmaxx on Hidden Hard Rock. Okay, on probably the hardest map to HDHR out of the 4 free mods. Maybe HG1 harder to act, but I feel like this one is just ridiculous to FC. So dragonmaxx has access to 60,000 more scored here. If both FC, then Frostetic needs to win on the act by about 2 full %. So if Max FC is there, there'll suddenly be very, very little, precious little that Frostetic can hope to do. He's gonna need misses from the other side here, because this is pure screen. This is not the hardest kind of map to act in the world. first streams come through. No problem. Just none at all. Max, though, starting to struggle for Rack a little. Frostetic drops his first 100s of the match as well. But now the pattern complexity goes up. We have hit the KI. Max still above that magic 98% threshold to just guarantee himself a win no matter what his opponent does. Frostetic still in some really high HR only acts, but sometimes there is nothing you can do on a free mod, and this right now is one of those times. The second PI will have to be his bestie, to be his friend. And when you hear it's party time, that means things are about to get fast. This stream speeds up violently towards the end. Can Max hold on the HDHR? Yes, he can. Things gonna get almost easier for a bit as giving you the pattern reading. Which both these guys do. Being GBKK definitely does help on this map, but this just is brutal. They're still double FC. Max is still on the hidden hard rock full combo. His act is not the greatest, but sometimes all you need to do is just hit the note. He's into the outro. The last stream gets absolutely mental at the end with the SV. One more stream. Max ahead by 27k, about half a mod. Oh, but the misses come in. Hold on, 6k in this. Max, be careful. Oh my god. Frostetic in the last few seconds makes the comeback and wins the point in the match by 3-9-6-2. The last stream ripping the heart out of the chest of dragonmaxx and putting an end to his tournament life. His run in Email somehow only ends in top 8. You could call it cinema. Frostetic wins 6-3 over dragonmaxx with a 10-100 FC. Don't look at his act decimal. And advances to Email top 4. What a match. 6-3, but it felt like 6-5. Max say that's the farthest I've ever FC'd. I feel like the act was more what Gear Frostetic and in there. Like 99 with a 1400 combo was never going to be beatable, but can't have everything every time. Unless maybe Gear Frostetic. This guy is on a tear, as usual. He's been on a tear for so long now in every tournament he plays. And he moves on. But it's something scary. It's going to be him versus the winner of cheesestingy and HexaMaster in top 4, but that will be next weekend. We have 2 more matches. One of them is, of course, cheesestingy versus HexaMaster. The other is Warp versus AuroraPhasmata. The first one of those 2 is going to be Cheese versus Hexa, and that is at 15 UTC. If you're UK, that is 4 PM. So that is 4 hours from now. I'm going to turn down the game a little. Might be a bit loud. Okay, so 4 hours from now, Cheese versus Hexa. 8 hours from now at 19 UTC, our final match of the week, Warp versus Aurora. Sometime after that, don't know when yet, we will have the Week 2 map pool showcase, and believe me, you will want to see some of these beat maps. Oh my gosh. For now though, that's us done. Congratulations again to Frostetic for winning 6-3 over Max. Thank you to Max for playing. Seems like he had a fun time, I sure hope he did. But we will see you next time. Bye now. Welcome back to Eloise's Meal Order Life Week 1. We've got our third of 4 quarterfinals matches here. Half of our top 4 have been fun. And cheesestingy and HexaMaster are going to be going head-to-head here to decide the third. I'm over to Hedge 2015. Going to be joined for this one by hornedlove. Hello there.
Hey, I mean, you can just call me nice, I don't really mind.
Sorry, I cannot hear you over him. I need to turn this down.
I said that. As I was saying, no, you can call me nice, I don't really mind. I'm very excited for this match in particular, because I think we have 2 very high skill cap players on a pool that has maybe 2 skill cap maps.
For these guys, it's like 1.
Oh yeah. Although that one skill cap map is very favoured towards one of the players, maybe because she uploaded it onto the thing. But...
yeah, and has like the skill set for it. Okay, so here's the map pool. 19 maps, but first we do have a pair of warm-ups.
Man, bro, I hate to do this shit, dog. I'm gonna spend
The first one is Miles Fast Rap. Hex is 2,000 bars per hour. Mapped by
He raps so
HexaMaster.
fast.
He does. 9.5 stars.
I can't even make out the words.
I don't even know if 2,000 bars per hour is that many. Like, that's about a bar per 2 seconds. That seems pretty reasonable. Like, it's not slow, but it's not that... I mean, it's definitely not as fast as he actually goes in the song. Understating the sheer power of Miles. So we are. Anyway.
So we are.
I don't know what to expect.
I expect triple BPM. How
Me
do you
too.
fit 9.5 stars into a minute?
Well, there are many ways. We're about to see one of them. Okay, so it's 258 death tag. Oh my. This is awesome. Hex is
This is amazing.
like just straight up hitting the whole thing. HexaMaster words before this map, or before this match, it's pretty easy for a 9.5 star.
To be fair, these patterns don't look the worst in the world.
It's so dense though.
From
I
what
can
I can
see it being easy for the SR, it's just that, like, easy for 9.5 stars still looks like that. Anyway, I think Hex is about to see a 9.5 star map in one try. Are you serious? Yep. SS is the mono at the end, just to be absolutely sure. Wow, that
63-100. So is
That
this
was
OD8?
pretty
That's
crazy.
insane.
She's only getting 46 misses on that. Genuinely not bad, but not much you can do when the other player gets 0. Thankfully for Cheese, that is not a point for HexaMaster.
Oh,
So, your Cheese's warm up, and it's a map that doesn't kill you. For once. A lot of warm ups
I
that
don't
kill you
know.
so far.
I don't know. Rufo? How the hell do you pronounce this guy's
I just say
name?
Agu.
Agu, yes, of course. Agu maps, I don't know, if you ever play them with a mod, you'll die 10 million times. Otherwise, I think they're alright. I don't know, I've played some rough Agu hidden maps.
This was an SGTS remod of all things, so... Yeah, and back last year when they decided to make the polls really hard. I don't know, I thought this was like reasonable. It's HGHRable. Hexa just gonna be running with no mod. Oh yeah, Eloise and Cheese were on the same team actually in the tourney where this originally was. Now the audio's kind of quiet and I want to turn it back up a little. Now that Miles is done rapping. So good, man. Love the songs where he doesn't say something offensive. They're so funny. He's running HR only. Hexa running no mod. This is just a warm-up, but I will still say Cheese has a mod advantage.
And even if it isn't one pit, it's really nice to know your fast SV reading. Some maps kind of just hit you with them, and if you're nervous and unprepared, it's very, very difficult if you miss to get back into it.
A lot of the, I mean, obviously HRs, but most free mods, even a lot of no mods these days, just will randomly hit you with high FV. Hexa is playing this Yanni style, and it's not going as terribly as it should be. Wait, she's actually only 2 doubles.
Yeah. I think we've seen a a lot of single tap doublets for these 2 weeks.
I think we've seen a lot of single tap, yeah. Of course, Hexa played Arjun in round 16. Cheese played run 12 in one of the
That
first
was a
matches, I believe,
yeah.
and won 6-1. And the one point was 12 being like, hey, can we compete full single tap on DT1? Cheese was like, yeah, sure. Cheese got a C rank and run 12 FC the map. So we've seen some single tap. Of course, we also saw Yanni play, which you know what that means.
I always love watching Yanni play, man. Like, you just think, after a while, surely he'll get tired, surely he'll hit some 100s. He just never does.
Yeah, like, you would think after the past 2 years of doing this, he would literally just have arthritis. Like, how do his arms still work? It actually doesn't, it boggles the mind. He's single tapping 500 every day and his arms work? I don't get it.
It might be in his technique called downloading osu.exe cheat client.
Tell you what, he certainly downloaded osu.exe. Anyway, Cheese FC'd the map. Good for bro.
What are our predictions for bans? Do you think Cheese will ban Hex 1?
Don't know. I'm not sure.
it's
We've had a
not.
field, so I'll have to do a little something here to get us back to...
Okay.
Oh, she's gonna roll a fat 84 after rolling
Yeah, RNG
800k. Oh
wow.
rolls for once. Pulling up good. 89 to 84. HexaMaster wins the roll. Cheese will ban first. Hexa will pick first. Not sure. I mean, we're gonna see if Cheese bans Hex 1. Hexa put up a score on Hex 1 that was, frankly, nobody else in this tournament has any chance of beating at all, any time in the next month. 900k on that thing. So, X1 is the optimal ban.
I mean, if he, let's say he leaves it, right? If he leaves it, it's like, okay, I'm just not gonna pick it, and maybe HexaMaster doesn't pick it. You still have a chance to get it for tiebreak, you know what I mean? Like, not picking maps in this tournament is not the move that some tournaments have. But he does go for the slow hidden, which is,
It will be hidden
I'm
as
surprised
V.
about that. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Alright, so hidden as V actually going to be Cheese's ban. He can play as hidden, but his act is always quite suspect, so I suppose it kind of makes sense. Kind of thing where one miss can just sink you against any accuracy of FC, because the map is just so short. Hexa, wondering about that?
Choices. What should I do?
Yeah, she's saying he'll die on HR1. I think he's literally gonna like 20 miss it or something at worst. I don't know, man. Looks like DT1 is the next option for HexaMaster, which makes plenty of sense. It is a raw
Yes.
ACK map, and HexaMaster's, well, if she has one weakness, it is raw ACK by a mile. Really the only
I'm
reason this user is
surprised.
not winning tournaments, like straight up. If she could 99 the match, is she 96 FCs? She'd be up there in like top 60 DTS and unbelievable combos like that, but it's the Achilles heel.
You know, I was thinking about that DT1, and I found it easier to. Okay, and we go for Hex 1, which is quite the obvious
course.
I was thinking about this DT1, and I found it way easier to act than any other low BPM DT map I've ever played before. But the
It
OD's
is.
like still high. Like
I mean,
for
it
me,
is literally 170. It doesn't even feel like DT is enabled because it's
No,
that
it doesn't.
slow. Anyway, so time for Cheese to put on his serious face. It's time for HexaMaster to, I don't know, hit a few notes probably. Listen to this.
let's hope so. Oh,
And it's like, I wonder how this is mapped. I wonder how many stars this map will be.
I know, probably a solid 9 if I had to guess. Maybe even 10.
I don't know about that part. In any case, Both players have put up unreasonable scores on this in the first match, but despite how good Cheeses was, Hexa still stood completely alone in the first round of this tournament on this map. That's true. If Cheese was a lead at any point in this map, it would probably be in this intersection, and look at that! He's ahead by 360 score. I wonder how long that'll last.
Probably until right now.
Mind you, Cheese can play maps at this speed, but Hexa can not only play maps at this speed, she can hit the finishers, and she can really play maps at this speed. Cheese will be hitting the finishers with.
Oh, Jesus. So, a miss from Hexa, it gives a small lead, but if Cheese can hold it for the next easy part.
Oh my god, he hit that stream! This guy's the best player in the universe, I fear. Okay. It's really just dense 336 for most of the map, and instead of finding another miss, this is still close. Synchronized miss is a perfect trade between the two. It looks like Cheese's break was a little worse, and he's keeping this close. I don't know, this is getting interesting.
I think it's really smart that Hexa did put these finishes in this map, considering I think she might be the only person that can play them. And obviously, you know, that offsets a little bit of the act. So it's like a really smart mapping decision. You know, not only some choice fights, but if you think about it as a tournament map.
The thing is, when the map is this dense, like, she's the only one I've seen just consistently just hitting full 300s on these 1-6 quads, on these, like, piggy 1-4s of death. Okay, finds a miss there, but, like, there's a difference of 2% between the two players right now, even with Cheese's sheer combo, because Hexa is so much comfortable tapping this fast. Doesn't have to mash it out as hard. Can genuinely just tap 336 BPM. Although another miss is gonna close up this lead a little more. Yo, what is Cheese doing, actually? This combo is kind of mad. So for some reason, cheesestingy is still in it on Hex 1 with HexaMaster after a third of the map. So brutal.
They are, but he's not falling behind too much on, you know, when he's UR, but he's locked in. I think he's put his extra serious face on the scary face.
Okay, what is happening? Okay, what is happening? He's actually got this so close now. There are things in this map, though, that I don't think really are going to be hittable for him. We'll have to see how it goes. And of course, every finisher that comes in these denser parts will give Hexa just a couple hundred score extra to work with. If you could have seen finishes, yeah, I mean, it's literally the act difference. And also, Hexa is back up at the combo cap now. If you thought a moment ago, did I really see a finisher at the start of a 336 BPM pattern? Yes, you did, multiple times.
Yes.
This map is hard. I think Hexa goes for them as well. Bongo life. Anyway, literally, what is Cheese doing? What is this? Okay.
Oh, it's that miss. That was an insane combo.
The fact that it took half combo on this map for him to only be behind by 15k by the time it ends is absolutely fucked. This is ridiculous. It's just so good at this map.
This is like the bread and butter of the map, these longer streams that Hexa can just absolutely shred through.
She's like SSing one of the hardest parts of the map right now, I think. Okay, well this is not one of the hardest parts anymore, but just hitting these 1-3 streams so cleanly. Okay. Honestly, just do whatever. Jesus is on one of the scores of his life right now, but Hex is close to 98 and has 1200 combo of her own. This is unreal. I think Cheese ghost tapped too hard and missed in this section last time out. Not gonna happen this time. Alright, what do you got for us? Okay, Hexa finally lost that big combo, but here come the doublets, and these are a little bit impossible. Cheese finally missing and then recovering because he's not human and he can recover in the middle of parts like this. What is he even nearly hitting this? I think he lost 2% act there last play, so that is really something. Hexa gonna gain more score on these finishes. Why are you nearly 98ing this man? I don't think it's gonna happen unless she literally SS's until the end of it, but like, what do you even say?
I'm actually speechless. Both of these performances are so strong.
Cheese is upscoring by like 50k on what he did yesterday, and is still losing by 100,000. Already past 900k at Hexa. Barely got past that mark last time. This time is going to be 912k. Shoutouts to Taske, who might be able to play this map, but I don't think Taske 912 could 16 miss this. That is unbelievable. You know what? I'm actually curious. Well, let's see where it did. Yeah, 128 on the 9 million star map. Okay, 2 PBs back to back for HexaMaster, the most known in the tournament for maps like this. On Hex 1, and yeah, I mean, 1 of 1. Completely unbeatable score for anyone else here. That is ridiculous.
This map is... I don't know, like, where you would... If you could play this map, I don't know where you would pick it in this sort of tournament. It takes so much stamina out of both players, probably. You know, what's the hardest map after this? Probably McVitie's 1 or something like that. That's like the most intensive.
Oh, mechanics-wise, it's DHR easy by miles.
Oh, I completely forgot the map existed.
Besides that, I mean, the no-mod pull is mechanically harder than the rest. Besides maybe DC2. Why did my voice do that? Yeah, this makes sense, actually. She's looking for the overmod abuse. Gonna pick Fremont 1 immediately.
This map is really fun with hidden order. It's one of those, like, turn off your brain, listen to the music maps.
Yeah, I think the song's great. I mean, Isho'oid is right there, so I can't say it's my favorite song as a whole, but you know. It's good. Fun mods. What does that mean? Are we gonna see like Hard Rock versus Hidden? Cheese can play HDHR, but is not really known for it, and like with Hidden Only, his act can get a bit spicy at times.
I would say if you're not like accustomed to Hidden Order, this map is very prone to misses. There are some 1-6 that come a little bit too quickly to really wrap your brain around. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know why it didn't move screen there.
Hello, Mapool.
Hello there. Okay,
Right.
Hard Rock
Except
versus
the opposite.
Hidden.
Or the same?
No, that's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting Cheese to go Hidden in this, I'll tell you what. Maybe HDHR, but gonna be the 1 mod battle. The Hexa is the makings of that player. You got the 1-1 Ghost Tap and a 2-1 Spacing. Currently has the lead on an accuracy battle. Hold on. A lot of time left for the things to change, but this is a good start for Hexa. Cheese the first one to hit 100.
I would say this map is probably easier with Hard Rock than it is with Hidden. The beginning of this map is a little bit tricky to read with, I think it's a DDD TKK 1-6.
I mean, the very start of the map, I feel like, is the hardest part to hold an SS through. It's just a big jump there. Either way, first PI comes in. A bit of extra 1-6 density here to challenge the players, and you can see on Cheese's side of the screen, this does look pretty tough with HDHR. On Hidden Only, I'd say it's pretty comfortable now.
It's okay Hidden Only. It's just, I think this, you know, the beginning third of the map is a little bit shaky to get at on.
Right. Well, you say that, but look at Hexa go 1-100 right now. Probably the most foolish low-act player in the game besides Apples right now. Maybe putting that to bed in this tournament.
I think before this match, she wanted to practice specific maps for Act, from what I saw in the chat.
Yeah, I feel like that's more like, you know, play this 9-star for like 98.5 instead of 97.5 type thing. Like, it's a totally different ballgame, Hexa Act practice, compared to like, you know, raw, like, get low DR type stuff. But this is a hell of a performance. Hexa is still on 1/100 in this second PI. This is so clean. And it's not like Cheese is doing super bad, but on OD 7.7, I'm not sure he'll be totally stoked with, I think that is 11 100s. And he's gonna see this probably in shit breaks like, wait, you did not tell me that my opponent, with all her 93 profile act, can do things like this. Alright. A little bit of a scary part here, but once you get into the rhythm, it's fine. Both players get into the rhythm. It's fine. He's with 1 extra 100. Realistically, he's going to need an act collapse here, which isn't impossible, or more likely a miss from Hexa. Hasn't been immune to misses on low SR maps like you'd expect from skill cap players so far in this tournament, but she's just playing this so well.
Here's the part that I find scary, yeah. For that reason, some of these 1/6 are deceptively tricky. They change up from the first KI, but that solid is just going.
Wait. Oh my god, that's
right
so
at the end?
unfortunate for Hexa. Look at that, 4 and 3, actually getting combo gamed as HexaMaster. The roles have been reversed a couple times. Wow. 1/100 until the miss for Hexa. That is unfortunate, but Cheese clutching up with a necessary FC in order to get his first pick. That is scary stuff. I feel like if you're Cheese, you might look at this, or, you know, from Cheese's point of view, I'd look at this and say, okay, this pull favors me a lot. There are a lot of relative act maps, but you just almost lost one despite FCing. Like, you did what you set out to do, and it was just a bite enough. So it's like, suddenly this is interesting. Wow, that was unbelievable. So that miss from Hexa. Even after it just immediately went in SS for the end of the net after the miss.
I think even though it's a little bit scary, she should know, you know, he should still be grounded in the fact that an FC, even if it's a little bit worse act, is usually better than a few misses, right?
Yeah, I mean, we saw right there.
Yeah. So even if he's a little bit shaken, maybe his picks are going to get a little bit shuffled around now. He should still have that in the back of his mind that it is possible, even if it's really scary.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, the map full screen has not been, okay. Or the vents. I need to bring up the ref sheet, hold on. Okay, vents. Where's the match? Okay, HDSV, GT1, X1, F1. So, HDSV, GT1, X1, F1, and it looks like, okay, HR easy, HR easy, HR easy. Gonna be Hex's pick. The map pull screen has fixed its poop.
I'm not surprised. I think she posted a score in general of a lovely FC on this map. It was, it is a fantastic FC. I think it was, I can check it.
99.7 or something.
99.71, 10 100s on this. Although I know this map is probably a little bit more bongo favoured because of the sheer amount of 1/6, getting 10 100s and having, you know, that BPM drilled into your mind is absolutely insane.
Yeah, the tapping speed not going to be a problem at all, I think, for either player here, especially not for Hexa. It's just a consistency challenge.
I think Eloise is in this match, although not playing. I love that she doesn't skip the intro of this one.
Wait, she doesn't?
No, I was playing this in my match against dragonmaxx, and Eloise was there, and after listening to the
Did
intro,
you both skip and she didn't?
She did not skip the intro.
Okay, Anyway, intro coming through, just at the ending. Both players with the same undercurrent right now. Oh, but a miss at the end for the stream from Hexa.
I do not think she's happy about that. I
No,
think
that's
those
troublesome.
taps are out of frustration.
Honestly, might just be testing the keys because
Uh,
Hexa has big mechanics problems on this yesterday against Argent to the point of nearly losing a skill cap pick to one of the lowest skill cap players out of our 16 here. 750k on a map of this SR, if you're Hexa, is anomalous, like something is wrong. So hopefully nothing like that resurfaces here, especially with Cheese deciding to get a good run on the intro.
I feel like the first key item is so easy compared to the rest. Obviously it's very difficult, but the rest of this map is so hard.
I think it's just that it's so much shorter than this part, which is a straight 1.5 minute shot. Oh my god, Hexa finding a miss on nothing right before the map really starts.
Cheese stopped up a little bit to get back into the stream. It was clean enough to keep his lead. It is a little bit scary. It shocks you a little bit when, you know, you can't immediately get back into a stream like this.
She was back in, but not finding a big lockup again. Hexa taking the lead, but a lockup of her own. She stops the chain, it stops the bleeding just as Cheese retakes the lead by about 2k. And now we have a very long outro that will feel 5 hours long to both of these players after all these misses.
You think this ending, like, is over after this, you know, this first stream, maybe the second stream? It just doesn't end.
No, this ending is all on screen. Like, there will be no break, but you'd think, okay, it's building up to the end of this song. I'm almost done. Yes, yes, no. You have to do it all again. Because remember, at the end of the OG one, you got 2 of those streams.
Yes, you do. I remember.
Start 2 at the end.
I remember playing that and going on my FC run, and I missed in both of those streams at the same point, and I got like 2 misses.
So, Hexa recovering from a couple of blunders to hit the entire ending and score 900k. Claims the point, 2-1 HexaMaster. Okay. We're back in there. Maybe Bill wants to check the keypad just to make sure things are fine. She's rolling a crazy RNG Eagle combo.
I think she said something about she had to glue it, but the glue needs 24 hours to dry, so she's gonna tape it as well. I really hope that it will work for the rest of the match, but you know, your mechanics maps are basically done. Everything else should not require very hard tapping.
My recollection of what she said after yesterday's match was, my keypad split in half, and I was thinking, what? Are you like gonna be unable to play? But no, it's just a nice little contraption that actually does seem quite fragile, and I don't know how she plays such hard maps on it without it destroying itself every 5 maps. Okay.
I think speed on Bonko is a little bit different than speed on KDDK for the how hard you tap.
Yeah, you still have to tap hard enough for enough, right? Like, I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, worth mentioning actually, Hexa just casually dropping in chat. She is DT full combo on the ranked map. You know, the 300 BPM 1416. Just has hit it all in a run. Anyway, so HR2, the pick from Cheese. This map is bad. It's not very good. I feel like this is the first time I've actually seen it in a match. I don't know.
I think we had it. I think we had this map a few matches ago, if I remember correctly. Maybe. I think we did. Okay. We will get into it.
Okay, so my mic does a weird thing sometimes, but I'm back. Anyway, I would say this is hard to say if this is advantage anyone. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, these patterns are really tough for KDK. But we're hitting the mono, which is pretty good. That mono is it appears a few times in the map.
Oh, so with the break. Another miss from HexaMaster. Bit of a mono string here, but it's only 185 and no trouble there for Hexa. Thing is, the damage is already done. Cheese is on. That's a 1/100 FC.
I think it's 100.
Hardest third of the map, I would say. Okay, no, this stream is also pretty brutal. Look at the 1-6. This is so gross. If you FC this, suddenly there's a little excuse left not to be FCing the full map. Cheese on a blinder right now. This is looking good. He's almost certainly got the point wrapped up. Hexa has not had a great time of it. Casually hits all the finishers in that stream, by the way. So regains about 2,000 score from that of the 90,000 that she needs to regain. Ah, miss on the mono. Yeah, this one is all but over. At this point, the only question is how good will Cheese's score be at the end of this? The answer might be unreal.
This part right here with the 1/3, yeah, trips them out.
It's
The 1/3, 1/4, 1/6 with and it's today. So difficult to play.
Alright, Nitro coming in. Cheese. He has one map. He is not going to be losing this no matter what happens on the last streams. And of course he's just going to hit it. So that is a 1 break from Cheese. Maybe a bit unfortunate where he missed, but it was fair enough. It was still one of the hardest parts of the map, even though I'd say he hit all the very hardest things. Hexa with a solid 96, but playing Cheese on one of his strengths, not much a 900k is going to do in the face of such strength from Cheese. And it's 2-2. We might have a game here. This has been interesting.
I think we might. It depends. It depends if Hexa can pick correctly into Cheese. I mean, there's not many more maps that I think Cheese is going to struggle on. It might just come down to unlucky breaks or unlucky acts.
After FM1, I kind of have faith. I do. I think there are probably ways Hexa can get through the act pull part of the match. I think so. I think that slow in it might actually be a good pick for Hexa. It's not like Cheese can't FC it.
Oh yeah.
But I think Hexa can also SS. I mean, I think she SS through like 2 streams. I think she literally SS'd until the funny tech part. Oh, maybe a mistake, but this map is too good. Hey, good news.
Wow. I mean, obviously it is the best map in the pool. There's not even a question about it.
Actually, I like just count to 1 minute.
I love just count to 1 minute. It still has a 100% pick rate, right?
Banned once. It's been interacted with in every match, I'm pretty sure. It's not been ignored in any match. Cheese is good at hidden and good at fast hidden, but I wouldn't say to the point where he's guaranteed a good score on this, and Hexa shows some hidden chops on that free mod 1.
That is true, but this map is completely different than that free mod 1. However, it is OD5, which I think is a big reason why I picked it. I think OD5 for a map like this is fair, if you're not good at hidden. So I think Hexa's got a really good chance of winning this point if she pulls her weight just a little bit and gets this FC, maybe a clean break.
Yeah, this one's hard to call. Both players can probably put up something great on this, but we'll have to see how it goes. Do I have a video? I don't think I do.
Can we turn the music down like 5% or so? Just a little bit.
What if I turn it down 3% to make it 12?
Wait. I think that's the smartest thing anyone's ever done.
I know. She's hitting 100 on the second order of the map. So stop the present. Hexa has won. Congratulations. Nah, there's more work to do. Another 100 coming out from Cheese. Can't tell whether they're kids outside or an ambulance. Anyway.
I feel like you should be able to tell between blaring sirens and children.
Well, when it's distant. I don't know. Anyway. He's struggling a little more for act than I was expecting. Barely on 99 right now. But, oh, the miss as well.
Getting tripped up on this section.
Chance to pull it back here, though.
It's not easiest section in the pool, in the map.
Unless you're Hexa. Wow.
Unless you are.
And HexaMaster had a big advantage right now. Cheese has had trouble on that finisher section. Not the biggest fan of finishers, so he's not, but it seemed like more of a mystery thing. Here's the first
We
guy.
are at the combo cap now, and this Ki is very, very note heavy. It's very dense with the notes. The rest of the map is, there's not many notes in it.
Little weird
So
one-six.
the score that she's gonna get from this is
Oh.
insane.
The double break at the end of the Ki, but really that kind of favors Hexa even still. Because Cheese is not getting as much score per note to try and catch up with. It's still better than nothing.
And with it's like nearly 45,000 lead. HexaMaster would need to really break either in this section or the little bit after it, because the rest of the map is not. There's not enough notes to get that score back, I don't think.
Alright. One Ki left, and Hexa will see that this is all her point to lose. Master Room Fit here. The Mono Snap Sheen gets no 100s out of this DBKK player. Hexa's turning on the Jets in this match. This is actually really interesting now.
I think it speeds up a little bit in SB. And
1 mil from Hexa. Not bad at all.
fantastic score.
Gonna be enough. 1 miss? Well, okay, 3, but they were all at once, right in the middle of the map. Just straight down the middle. That combo gets cut, but it's enough to beat Cheese. And it's 3-2.
I would like to say 7 misses on this when you're not, the best at like a fast hitting map like this. I think it's still really respectable.
Oh yeah.
It can trip you up very, very easily if you're just not. I like to segment this map into its different sections.
Cheese might be having a little bit of an issue here. Because my middle finger, for some reason, has gone numb. Is going to be wanting to stall a little bit to try and troubleshoot that, maybe.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know if he played with his wrists on the table, but he might have pinched a blood vessel or something. You should just shake that out and do some stretches.
Oh yeah.
I hope he can get that. I hope he can get the blood running through that again.
A good time for a finger stretch or two, maybe. He says, I'll flip you off in a bit. Interesting.
That's very nice.
So
I don't
respectful.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Hey, forward. What does that mean?
What the
Okay.
hell?
What the hell?
Oh yeah, in this little intermission, talking about hand stretches, they are very important for you. You don't have to stretch your hands, every time you play, but at least getting them in there once a week, something's better than nothing. You do not want to end up with like knuckle issues, wrist issues, or forearm issues. They are not nice, and they take ages to recover from. So please look after your hands.
It's true. Anyway, she's gonna pick Lays. You can't miss just once. It's Sputnik 5.
I like how before he picked, he said, "Okay, I'll keep it numb for now." I don't know if that's smart.
Yeah, like what? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna mention, Hexa had a lot of misses on this map yesterday, but that did seem to be the start of the keyboard issues, because some of those misses were unlike nothing. They looked like keyboard issue type misses. So I don't think there's too much to be afraid of, but Hexa did just seem to straight up have trouble with the streams. I don't know.
She did say just before the chat scroll that she is going to have a lot of nerves for all the misses that she got last round.
Yeah.
So she's decided to play hidden way again. I don't blame her.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out. I was going to somehow miss that just by looking straight at it for a full minute. There we go. Dog's on your screen. Okay.
This is the best day of my life.
So Cheese, obviously well known for his skills on beat maps of 2L music. You may be aware of his score on the IGTS Decaplets map that he got like 98.6 EHR, and he did that like 3.5 years ago now. Like, ancient relic of a score that doesn't make any sense, but generally speaking, he is good at this kind of thing. This is simple for a 2L map. It's mostly just this. This is 1-4, and this is 1-5. It's not as bad of a snap transition as you think, based on how little you ever see it. It's actually kind of intuitive, and it just goes back and forth between these for a while. Both players fully in on this stream. Hexa though, does see
I was
it.
just about to say though, her act hitting this 1-5 section is really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly solid. Does be a little more there, but Cheese did trade the miss, so both players still totally in this one. Seems like Hexa and Cheese have both recovered. Shouldn't have said anything. HexaMaster gonna find a bit of a lockup, but saved by the stream ending very soon after. Cheese, despite his misses, is at 99.5 right now, and that is just as big of a difference as the extra break, really. Almost a percent and a half.
I don't know if you get this when I play maps like this that have polyrhythm, and there's like slow sections and the snap changes every note. I feel like a monkey pressing buttons.
I understand.
I do not feel the rhythm at all. I just press and I hope it gives me a 300, and it never does.
I think we call that visual reading. Like, you just use your eyes, you say, okay, I'm gonna trust you, I'm gonna hope you're right, and they aren't.
My eyes don't work. I am an audio player. I do not enjoy playing visually.
My eyes don't work, says the person who only plays hidden. Anyway.
I mean, yeah, if you have less to look at, your eyes don't have to work as hard.
Anyway, the second stream comes in here. Make or break time here for Cheese and Hexa. Cheese with it all to lose here. He has a lead of about 40k, but both players have had lockups on the first stream. This one is shorter though. Really, as long as Cheese doesn't full miss the last 1-5, he is gonna win. Nah, you got it. No FC, unfortunately. Yeah, SS is the whole last stream. Unfortunately, no FC, but I'm sure he'll be happy enough with such accuracy.
Well, you have to be. I don't think you could ever be upset with a score like this.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Osu player self-confidence challenge. Most will feel. Anyway, one miss from Cheese, very unfortunate, but was kind of winning that either way. Probably wins even if Hexa FCs the map with that 100 coin. Not that it's bad, I mean, the song is by 2L, it's near 99 level 100 coin, it's fine, but playing a 2L specialist, you kind of require something stupid, and Hexa not quite able to pull that off. Cheesestingy and HexaMaster, 3-3 after 6 maps, not what I was expecting. What do you even pick is the question now.
That is a good question to ask.
Okay.
I feel like, do we go for another free mod? Do we go for BPM 1? Do we go for Ish and hope that Cheese looks up?
I think that's pretty possible. And Cheese making a bit of a funny request. Can we use team versus? No. The thing with this is that if we're playing BPM 1, the answer has to be no. Because if you miss on BPM 1 on team versus,
it doesn't work.
You just team field.
It doesn't work. Yep.
You team field because your team is only you, and it's sudden death, and you missed. So it doesn't function. We had this problem in Clarion versus Yanni, where we had three runs in a row with basically instant field. Looks like Hexa is fine with this. I mean, yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be. It doesn't really affect you as long as you play with leaderboard off. Dude, watch him. Watch Cheese request this, and the next pick is BPM 1.
Although Cheese did say that a little bit earlier that he does play with his leaderboard on, which I find insane for tournaments. I think I get too nervous just playing. If I saw I was ahead, I think I'd shit myself.
Yeah. I mean, I remember COE, I was playing Ambiscuit, and I won the gimmick map with a score that was not good enough to beat Ambiscuit on a gimmick map. And it's like, I had leaderboard on and I couldn't turn it off, and I'm like, I understand why and how that messed you up so bad, because if you're not used to having it on especially, it's horrible. It's really easy to get messed up. Any kiss.
I'm gonna go for McVitie's 1. This is one of the maps you need to know. You need to know at least the first third, what is gonna appear on the screen, because you won't be able to see it. You need to know that in your mind.
Reading boss map is how I describe it. It's not super
it is
long,
so
but
difficult.
long enough that you have to give it a few tries to make sure you know everything. And there are things to know in this map, or you will just miss them.
Luckily, each section is kind of self-contained. I don't know, like, you've got the first bit, a little bit hard reading, then you've got your finishes, then you've got a bunch of bullshit, and then you've got your reading again. So I think if these players have got those sections down, they should be fine.
Alright, here we go. Scary, scary map to be playing in a close match like this. I hope Hex has practice. I hope they both practice. They'll probably need it. Both have excellent sight reading ability, but tied for now. The ninja finishers come in. And this is where the bursts come in. This one's hard.
Players?
Oh, they both access it. Sure.
There we go.
Yo, Hex is keeping this close even on the accuracy. You'd expect, you know, if Cheese is FCing, he's just winning, but it has not been that simple today. And if you look at FM1 especially, I mean, it's tied right now.
Into a
Oh,
BPM stream and
the
Cheese
offhand
looks
screen.
insane.
Hexa is doing it. The burst, so with the burst catch, Hexa, it's a way smaller miss than Cheese's stream lockup, but it still does give Cheese an inroad here to at least get some of that score back. Another set of bursts come in, the 5-foot is hit, and they're fine.
And they're fine. I think Hexa did learn from her mistake about the DKD part.
And the high SP section comes in. HexaMaster gonna have no trouble with this at all. She is with his HR experience, a wealth of it. And Hexa with the high BPM experience, which gives you just as much high as V skill. Both players hitting that whole part. And it's closed up as the gap. It's now about 10k. It was 25. This is getting scary, Madison. I don't know who's gonna win.
I'm shaking right now. I'm biting my nails. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I'm like elbows on the desk, head resting on my hands. This is an interesting match.
Oh, we hit that transition.
They both do. Alright, for the speed
That
tech here.
transition has caught a few players, I think.
This map is cool. Like, I like it. It's just got so much variety, so much SV, and then here's a speed tech section. Not that that's the only thing, but still.
And here's our reading boss section. You've got some notes that are in the middle of the stream. They come to the start of the stream.
Hexa is
They
doing
don't
it.
care.
Can't let the foot off the gas yet, but Hexa is doing it right now. The stream slowed down, and then the map ends. It looks like HexaMaster might be getting away with this one. Hit the last stream. Oh my gosh!
The last note. Good job.
6, 8, 8, 9. That would be a very high RNG score because it would get Strobochromatic, which is worth like 500,000 points, which is where if you flip it upside down, it looks the exact same. It is the same rotated 6 and 9 at the end. So that score difference is a mythic rule. Anyway, HexaMaster wins and it's 4-3.
I think RNG might
One miss, by the way.
One miss on that is very good. It just sucks that Cheese's miss was just a bad lockup.
Yeah. Slightly better act, but yeah, more intense miss gonna cost him. Very, very close map there. So, we go to map 8, Hexa 4-3 up right now.
Have we seen
Right.
HG1 yet?
Warp picked it, I'm pretty sure. Against
Nah, of
Zek.
course he did.
That's all I remember. Oh, Escocyan and Deku played it. Escocyan won Mystic HDHR,
okay.
and I don't really know how he did that.
That's because he's the GOAT.
It's true.
He's
dude.
like-
I think
he's
he
like
might
the
actually just
original.
straight up win the whole thing. He's so good.
How long has he been around? I feel like I've known him since I started playing. He's been
I haven't.
around. Have you not?
No. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've known about him for like 3 or 4 years.
I think he played multis a lot back when.
Maybe. Anyway. Cheese, getting to see the map pull up here, debating his pick. Lots of options that are very scary, almost none that aren't. I really do feel like HR1 would favor him a lot. Oh my god, yeah, this as lobby music is crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
Bancho?
only
Hello?
5 messages, I think he's fine.
That's okay.
I think you
I
need like
don't know
8 or
what it
9 to
looked
get
like.
auto-silenced. Do
Yeah,
you
I don't know
remember
what it
the
looked
Florida
like.
incident in IGTS
don't.
All-Stars? So
I
his
don't.
connection was bad, and he just got silenced for saying like 8 things, and they all sent it once, but to the connection, oh my gosh. Isho it. Okay, versus cheesestingy theme. I don't know what that means, but it's gonna be interesting.
I was gonna say, when me and dragonmaxx were playing and Bancho was being really annoying, I think, well, you know how it's like, I like to talk. I think I got a message and it was like, hey, calm down there, but let's not do that again. And I got so scared. I got so scared I was gonna get kicked or something.
Alright, so this map basically hard pattern stream. Cheese has been, I mean, he had a little trouble on a full-on offhand like blue tick start stream in MB1 that cost him that breakpoint. So I'm not sure he's perfect on stuff like this, but he can play. I think he's gonna go HR and Hexa is gonna go hidden. Or
It's
is it
on this
Nomad? I think it's gonna be Nomad for Hexa. Or
I
maybe
think it's a smart move. I think it's,
okay. The rare breed of like awesome player that will go hidden on one free mod and hard rock on another in the same pull without balance issues in the pull. That's so cool. Anyway, it will mean OD 9.1, which is probably high enough to be pretty uncomfortable for Hexa. Gonna be relying on the miscount game here.
I would say this map, even though I would say it's a little bit anti-free mod, I think it does favour hard rock a little bit more. 160 streams with these patterns, you can just misread them. It's very easy to just not understand that you have to play 4 instead of 3, for example.
Okay. It's not free with HR either, I will tell you that. Some of the SVs, gradients that feel higher than they are because the patterning is hard to go along with it.
Yes.
But stuff like this is just, you're just reading the streams, and you're reading them or you're not. Both players right now are reading them. Everyone hitting the first hard stream.
A little bit of act just drifting through these streams for Hexa. At least I'm getting it and cheese smashing that just a little bit. But both players seem pretty comfortable for this OD.
Oh, she's
except
locking up! Weird, this was
okay, he
his pick.
recovers.
Did you watch N4 at all?
I might have watched one match.
Okay, so it like felt like this blessed 1v1 match, right? Where it seemed like every match, if someone missed, the other guy also missed. Like everything was constantly created, every match was. I'm beginning to feel that way of like the last like handful of matches in this tournament, and this match in particular. I don't know, man. It just seems
You know
blessed.
what? I think that, although it might be, some spiritual ghost, rigging the matches like that, some of these maps, I think just are easy to choke certain spots. Like some of these streams, they're not easy. I think breaks are common to come by, and trades maybe even more common to come by.
Indeed. Either way, Cheese at a 30k score lead right now, and he has to hold on. If he finds a chance here, this will suddenly and immediately be trouble. 35k is not a safe lead on a map like this. The misses from Hexa cost her the lead that Cheese had with those initial misses.
But he's looking so comfortable on this. The SV, I think...
Patterns on this one are evil. Like, really evil. But Cheese is through the worst of them. And he's through the end, and he gets his 1 mil, and he gets his point. We are now down to a best of 3 between cheesestingy and HexaMaster. Wow,
We have
this...
some interesting miscounts on here, but obviously Ak is king for something like this.
Oh yeah. I mean, combo as well favoring Cheese. His score was better in pretty much every metric, but... he's only a held pick. And now, each player will get one more pick. If one of them wins both, that player just wins the match. If they take one each, we go to the second ever Emol tiebreaker.
I'm excited to see another tiebreaker, considering that we had one of the best tiebreakers of tournament history in this tournament. What was it? Bit slow in it?
Yeah.
Bit slow in it as your tiebreaker. The
Yeah,
nerves
that's
you
what
must
it's
feel on that.
Oh! You know what?
You know what?
Bit slow in it or BPM 1?
It's gotta be BPM 1, right?
It's BPM 1. Scary, terrifying stuff. Okay.
Okay, let's make sure we are on the correct setting for this, so we
Okay,
don't
Eloise.
die.
1、2、3、4、5、6、
Do you know the lyrics?
7、8、
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、7、8、9、10、
13、
11、
14、
10。
15、16、
You're too slow. Nana here is way ahead of you now.
19、
I'm not Japanese.
That is true. Anyway, so what this map is, it is 0 stars. That is not a joke. This really is in the poll. So, this is a Nightcore sudden death pick. They will be playing it with the Nightcore beats. Like,
Actually, I don't-
It's
It's not
OD10.
even on there.
It's OD10 DT. I think you're right, actually. It's OD10 DT. So, the timing windows are as small as they get, and the notes are 0 BPM, which means they're just there. You just have to hit 59 cats at exactly 2/3 of a second each time. It would be 1 second, but we have DT. That's a lot harder than it sounds.
You know, I had
dragonmaxx got
some,
4 100s on this, and it might be score of the week. Like, across the whole
Four
poll.
100s? I thought he got 7. Or am I...
No, he got 7 in his first match, and then he got 4 in his second. Like, he
Oh, did
literally
it?
just... Yeah, he tied his PB. He's played this map more than you
Oh
should.
my god.
Okay, very important moment. If one player FCs and the other doesn't, they auto win, no matter what the act is. Oh no.
Okay, all eyes on Cheese, I suppose, to get this FC. Although I
Yeah.
don't think it matters with the AK.
Yeah, it looks like Cheese just is winning this. Hexa got off to a pretty unfortunate start. Yeah, OD12, raw, pure accuracy. Like, just in your head timing. I don't think is gonna be HexaMaster's forte.
No, I don't think it's a lot of players' forte. I don't
He's
know,
not
when you're
saying
there and you just hear someone talking and you're pressing the notes, I feel it's so easy to just stray early or stray late, and you can't.
Oh, God,
if you
yeah.
want to get the notes, you can't do that.
Yeah,
But,
her speech is not perfectly, utterly, like, 100% on time either, so you pretty much just have to go step. Anyway, Cheese wins the point. They both field, but Cheese, scored about 350k higher. So, this is about to get funny. Our first breakpoint of the match is just kind of 1 minute. BPM 1 claims 2 more victims. That's a good way to put it. I think that's fair.
This is the most important pick now, I think,
Oh,
and
yes.
it comes down to Cheese, who's on match point, which is a big advantage when you have the last pick. I think he should take a little bit of time to really think about what he's going to pick, because we know, obviously, from this match, Hexa is locked in on her accuracy right now. She can probably match most of the maps that Cheese can do. Sorry, 1 second.
What?
Okay, I'm back, sorry. I was dying.
Cheese has posted a selfie.
I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't call it a selfie.
I'm
What
pretty
did
sure.
she say?
I think
after
it's
she
like,
says 59?
what comes after that? I feel like she doesn't know 6, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what she's saying. Actually, kind of proud. I like have it to that level of like I'm pretty sure I know what it is without like using a translator or anything. Like I think I actually just know what she's saying.
Good, good. Hashtag language learning.
Hashtag enlightenment. Okay, so here are the remaining maps for Cheese. Sorry, we're late. Yeah, Eloise listing the picks out. There are so many maps in this poll. There are still 8 maps available. No mod 1, no mod 1, question mark, K9, DC2, Hard Rock 1, Remod 2, HG1, not HG2 as Eloise said in chat, and a bit slow in it. I can't
think
focus
she
with her
should know
talking.
her own map more.
No, I think she just pressed the wrong key, but I respect it.
What do you pick? What do you pick in this position? I mean, it has to be Podrick, right?
I'll be honest,
He
I feel like
really-
HR1 would just seal the deal.
Yeah, he really
Take it
wanted
away.
to play it, I think.
I would favor him on most of the remaining maps, but I would have favored him on everything except Hex 1 and maybe HR Easy. And look at where we are. So I don't know. I don't know what to say anyway.
I'm learning so much today.
I was gonna say, if I listen to it enough, I'll know all the numbers.
All the numbers 1 to 59.
Yes. Which is basically the entire language.
Yeah, do you need any more?
Nope.
If I keep listening to this, I might level up in my calculator game.
Everyone knows the most common question asked by tourists in every country is, hey, how long is a minute?
Ah,
In
see, when
seconds.
I
Demonstrate.
yeah, when I went to France, that was like the first question I asked to
Right.
a local. They weren't very kind about it, but you know,
Well, of
why
course.
not?
Wait. What? Was that the pick? Did he say the pick one? He did. Bancho was doing things. So the pick is indeed a bit slow in it. He had to mention it in a few places because the Bancho chat is pooping itself right now. But we are going to play Destination Unknown to see how this match goes from here.
I love this screenshot. Cheesestingy, bit slow in it, bit slow in it, bit slow in it. Hello? Bit slow in it. Rare use of a semicolon in speech.
Cheese is gonna restart his game to see if that fixes things, but no, I think this is probably a mental issue.
It has to be. I'm a little bit upset that all these DDoS, or at least slow bancho, happens on tournament days. I don't know why they can't decide to just do it on a Tuesday or something. It's very frustrating. I love this song so much.
Okay, here we go. Not quite for all the marbles, but we're getting there. If Cheese wins, he wins the set and moves on to top 4 in a week 2. If Hexa wins this, we go to a tiebreaker.
I'd say holding that in this beginning bit, a little bit difficult. These 1-6 are a little bit, I don't know, they feel weird. But no problem.
Fine for both of our players. And from here, it should really be a straight shot to SS until the first stream. It's already on its way, it's about 30 combo away. You'll see it in just a moment.
And you will see it for
There it is.
a little bit.
Here we go. That begins.
Now, interesting thing about this map is that this stream repeats twice, maybe 3 times if I don't know if my count's right, and then it changes at the end. So even if you know these streams, and these players obviously do. I mean, look at the double SS, you know, and saying anything will result in a 100 or a miss, it seems.
Wait, they're both ghost tapping the lyrics, look! Oh my god, they actually did. Okay, maybe not the same colors, but they did the same thing. Hexa, the second 100, seems to be hitting quite early. Has to probably hope for a miss from Cheese here. I don't think he's gonna tank much hack on this OD3 stream map. But misses can happen to anyone on this. We've seen very few FCs, and that's with all the best players having played this. Second stream of 3 coming in. Both players into it just fine, and so it feels like they're probably just gonna hit the whole thing. They've been automatic.
I wouldn't speak too soon. This map has claimed quite a few lives.
Oh yeah.
This is the murder map.
Yeah, I think it's mostly been the third and final stream though, with its longer length and different patterns. She's still in the SS. Hexa on a grand wild total of 2 100s.
I'd like to say this spot is a lot harder than you think it is.
Yeah, the snaps are very strange. Almost polyrhythm style. No problem. Here we go.
Here we go.
This one.
Any act tank, and especially any miss, will flip this. Cheese has got to absolutely lock in for the second half of the stream.
I don't even know if we're in the second half of it yet. The stream is so damn long. Still a 10th of the map left to go. Both players still hitting it all. She's still running that maximum score straight down the middle. Just pitches his strongest fastball. It's a maximum score to clutch out the match. Amazing stuff from both. Hexa, not to be completely overshadowed here. 4 100 FC, still looking mighty strong, but just came up against Cheese Stingy's first SS on the map.
Wow, that was such a close match. It,
Right?
you know, it feels a little bit sad to see HexaMaster go, especially considering she would probably have the time of her life on next week's pool. But it's just the way it's written. Obviously, winning your last match, your last map of the match with an SS, a full score, must feel amazing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many times that happens.
Not often. Alright. So that's gonna be it. Cheese Stingy wins 6-4 in crazy fashion. In a thriller, actually, against HexaMaster. I'm not sure if people expected a match of the tournament candidate out of that, but that's exactly what we got. And so, he moves on to the semifinals, where, oh my god, Cheese Stingy will play Frostetic on the week 2 poll, which, I'll not spoil too much, it's harder than the week 1 poll, as you'd imagine when the matchups are like Frostetic versus Cheese Stingy in the first round of the week. We have one more match this weekend. It's going to be Warp versus AuroraPhasmata. That one is at, let me check. 19
UTC, yes.
It's 2 hours from it's actually 3 hours away, like 2 hours 50. That's our last match this weekend.
I think it's going to be a good match. I mean, I think a lot of people don't really understand that Warp is a fantastic player. I know Aurora's got it all, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
Warp held his own against Zeph, who, even though he's rusted, you know, is not a bad player.
Oh, he's doing good form lately.
Yeah, he is a very good player. So I think it might be really interesting. A few unlucky breaks here and there, you never know what's going to happen. I think that's going to be a great watch.
Alright, so that is our last match of the weekend. Coming up, this was our second last. We also have Showcase tomorrow at, I believe, 14 UTC. I'll not bother to go and check right now. I will make sure and confirm it for the last match of the weekend, but for now, that's us. Once again, congratulations to cheesestingy for his 6-4 win over HexaMaster. Thank you, Hexa, for playing. Hope you had as much fun as it looked like you were having. Those were some crazy matches. But that's us for now. Thank you guys very much for watching.
See you in a few hours. Oh yeah, sorry. Hello. Welcome to the last match of the weekend for Emo. Today we have Warp versus Aurora, the winner of which will go against Escocyan, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously my name is Vice and I am joined by the lovely Nevo.
Hello guys,
If he wants to
I'm
say hi, yeah.
lovely Never. Yes, I am currently devouring some food, but when I finish I will be back to commentating with medicine.
That's okay, you can eat. I think we have a warm-up from Warp, but I believe Aurora said he did not want to play one. I think he wants to get straight down to business, I'm not really sure. Although Warp did just finish a one-key tournament match that went to tiebreaker. So I hope he's still got the stamina left in him to play some nice taiko today.
Dude, that was so funny because he literally boss-keyed like 3/4 into the map and he stopped playing for like 10 seconds and still won. That is the Warp we love.
Who was he? What, against Canada? I thought Canada
Yes.
had an okay team.
Let the bass.
Against Canada.
Yeah. Okay, going into Endorphin. Is this an old map? I mean, it's a Euclid map. It has to be at least a little bit old. I forget how this one goes. It might be just SV Tech.
This map was submitted in 2018 and locked in 2018.
Yeah, very, very old.
So this is the Warp warm-up. Right? Or?
Yeah. I think Aurora did not submit one from what I saw.
Knowing Warp, I think he's already testing some tech waters. Maybe to see what he can pick against Aurora, very scary opponent. Warp's last match went to tiebreaker against Zeph. So I think Aurora has way more info on Warp than Warp does on Aurora.
Oh, we've got some lines coming in. Both players somehow are okay to just read that in the middle of a tech map. I don't know, if that came up for me, I think I'd completely miss everything. Nice repeating patterns. Warp does not know how to memorize 6 notes in a row. I don't think.
Yo, this stuff is tough actually.
I think a little bit of practice and I think I'd enjoy this one too. Never mind, it's gone. This map sucks.
Or what are these KDKs? Reminds me of one of our maps, Hex 1. If you know what I'm talking about.
Evil pattern.
Especially for Bongo.
I mean, it's the same difficulty if you don't roll them.
Do KDK players not roll them?
I think it depends on the BPM and how good you are at reading. Because if you start that stream not rolling, I feel like it would be very difficult to get into rolling for KDDK, unless you're just good at it. I've not heard a lot of KDDK players who roll those sorts of patterns.
I see. Okay, yeah, so I guess we can get into the rolls. Aurora rolls 94. Good luck, Warp. Good luck beating that.
He has a chance. 76. It's still
76.
respectable.
7-6. New meme. New funny meme.
That's really funny.
Yeah, right?
I don't think anyone's come up with that before. And so it's Ethan can't type correctly, it seems, ever. But yeah, Warp gets his first ban, and then he gets the second pick, right? Because yeah. So we're banning the Hardrock one. Probably smart. I don't think it's had much play. Has it even been picked once? I don't remember seeing it.
I think
Might have been
I
it.
think that.
Okay.
I think. Wait, who did Clarion play?
Clarion played Yane, question mark.
And then I think it was played in the Escocyan match.
Okay.
I think. I may be talking out of my ass.
Okay, and a ban on the BPM1 map. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I still think that's a 100% interaction rate throughout the tournament, which is impressive.
We love Nanahira. I didn't say that.
It's okay,
I was
it's
expecting
okay.
a Hex 1 ban, honestly, from Warp. He's not known for his speed. He always complains about speed maps in tournaments in particular, and that map is 340 BPM, and Aurora is no pushover when it comes to speed. So, yeah, very interesting ban from Warp.
Yeah, Aurora picking the Ish map. To be honest, there's not much I can say about it because these patterns are really only difficult for KDDK. I feel like both players can put Hidden Hardrock on this and get a very decent score. I think we saw Warp do that. If I remember correctly, he did play Hidden Hardrock on this. Or he played Hidden Hardrock on one of the free mods and he did pretty good in it. Go straight into it. We have a Hidden versus a Hidden Hardrock. Maybe Warp wants to take a little bit easier. I know the SP goes up quite a bit at the end, but I would say Aurora with the immediate mod advantage.
Yeah, I don't think Warp is fit for Hidden Hardrock on this map, because if you have played in like a World Cup or you have kept up with pools, this map literally reminds me of the free mod 3 slots. And that slot was basically not if you can read high SV with alt covering on Hidden Hardrock.
That's true. First little SV increase, Aurora is doing very good at this. Got a mid 99 going up a little bit, Warp having maybe 2 100s. But very close in accuracy. We're gonna lose some Ack on Warp side. He's just bleeding Ack on this stream. Well, we're all holding, except for Warp, who will miss. He recovers somewhat clean. The score lead will be 60,000 and growing for Aurora now, since his score cap is reached, and it's going to take just a little bit for Warp to catch up. And we're halfway through the map. I forget how short this one is.
Yeah, Aurora basically had 60k points to work with at the start, because of the mod advantage, and now that Warp has missed, it's only going to get bigger and bigger.
And I don't think there's enough map left. I don't think there's enough notes left that if Aurora gets a big break, it will not flip over. But,
I mean, surely
anything could happen.
will disconnect. you know?
Yeah. If he misses every single note, maybe it's possible. But Aurora is a beast on hidden and on hard rock, and on both of them together at the same time.
It is the high SV part, and Aurora is just holding a strong 99.4% accuracy. I mean, what can you even do against that?
Yeah, if he gets above 1.6, there was nothing that Warp could have done to win at all. And it does look like it will be heading up that way. Warp did recover though, he was a little bit shaky. I mean, first map nerves, always going to get you, especially on a map like this. Wow.
Even if Warp has nerves, I
1.1.
think he's certainly glad that this is not his pick as the first map.
Oh, for sure.
Aurora. He seems surprised
Very.
at his own score.
I don't think he should be. I think it was great. We will be going into our McVitties 1, our reading challenge map. And also, I suppose, a little bit of memo map. There's some sections here that are really, really, really difficult to read and play. And I think a lot of our players have done really well on this map when they had to play it. We've had some very, very strong scores on it.
Yeah, Warp actually lost this map against Zeph in his prior match. It was interesting to see him pick it against an arguably stronger opponent. Let's see if
Maybe
he has more.
Yeah, maybe he just put in a few more attempts.
That's what I'd like to think, but knowing Warp, I think he's straight up just doing his second runs on the whole pool. I will be real. Oh no, Warp is the first one to miss. Quite a big chain miss, although it's at the start of the map, so no worries. This map is straight up chaos. I mean, what is even happening on our screens?
Aurora missing on one of those bursts. A little bit uncharacteristic. He definitely has the speed to hit them. But it doesn't really do much for the score lead right now. And with Warp breaking just a little bit more, it will flip it right back over to Aurora's side with the mono coming in. Both players hitting it. If I remember, I did see Warp play this one and he had a little bit of trouble on some of the monos, so I hope that he's warmed up enough to hit some of them, because the transitions are really difficult. Here's our fast SV section. Shouldn't be a problem for Aurora, and Warp seems to be holding his own, hitting a little bit late, but he corrected that quickly.
What is this Z?
I
It
kind of
looks like a
like it.
gauntlet. You do?
I kind of like the waviness of it. It's a lot better than the SV that's later in the map, I'll tell you that. Especially this section. And the transition gets Warp again. I'm not sure if it's an even or odd number of notes there. I think he might just not know that.
I think it's definitely even. Although,
Okay.
yeah, Warp is not having a great time on this map, despite it being his pick.
Here's the hard SV reading section of this map. And it seems like both players are quite good at it. And Warp missing the last note. I don't know if he forgot it was there or took his hands off the keyboard or what, but that is Aurora's point on, you know, the break point. 4 misses on that map. Very good. Just a slight little mistake at the start. But it's, you know, there's good enough to win the point, which is what you want to see.
Residual nerves, that's an interesting concept. Has that ever happened to you?
Have you never had that? Like, if I've played a map, let's say I've played a stream map, right? And I don't know if you get this, but when I almost miss in a map, my nerves are insane for the rest of that map. And afterwards, if I'm still shaking, I've got to play another map, I don't have the ability to lock in like some players do. It might just be player dependent, but I feel like some people will be like, okay, that was that map, I'm gonna lock in for the next map, you know, go next. But I think some people just, they let each map, instead of them being like segmented, you know, map 1, map 2, map 3, it's more like a match thing or a game thing where it's like my performance is up and down throughout. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I can sort of relate, but you know what happens to me? I set a really good score, beat and standard or taco, and then I'm just a debot for the next 10 minutes because I was shaking. I
think that might be it.
Anything.
I think that might be it. Like, it's different in a tournament because you kind of have to just play the next map whether you like it or not. Whether you know, you can have your little break or whatever, but you can't just leave and sit for 10 minutes and, you know, shake out your hands and breathe and do your exercises. You kind of have to just go. And we are going to go straight into our Hex 1, the hardest map in the pool by quite a mile. Dense 336 with 1-6. It's not for the weak. You did the showcase for this one, didn't you? So you know more about the map than I do.
Oh yeah, I did. I got like a 45 miss, very bad score for my standards, but it did its job.
I think there's only maybe 3 or 4 players that could ever get 45 misses and lower on this, so I don't think you did too bad.
Yeah, Hex 1, our speed map with 1-6, mind you. What's 340 times 1.5? That's like 510 BPM 1-6, right? If my math is correct. Warp, what is that miss? You cannot afford to miss there.
Yeah, I think your math was right. Very, very fast. Comparable a little bit to Scattered Faith, just a tiny bit slower than that. But we are starting really strong. Of course, Hexa being a bongo player helps these plays a little bit with the colouring choices here. Although the pure stamina you need for a 5.5 minute map like this is, I feel like that's a point that no one's really made. Like, it just keeps going on. Aurora taking the early lead. A few little stumbles in the beginning of this. I feel like you really need to get your foot in a map like this. If you slip once, you're very likely to slip twice, slip 3 times.
Yeah, this map does not end. This is a very dawn-heavy section, I would assume. I think there's a huge stream coming. Let's see if both players hit it.
Warp nearly hits it all. I don't know how many misses he got at the end of that, but he hit maybe a good 3/4 of the beginning of that stream. Here's our 1-2, and I can't even tell the snappings. These notes go by so fast.
This is 1-6.
Yeah. It's just a slaughter fest. Aurora's holding his own. Warp he's doing very good. I wouldn't shake a stick at it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Warp is. I mean, Avian isn't really a good score, but on a map like this, it's respectable to say the least.
than just giving it your best when this gets picked against you is admirable. I do know that if this got picked against me, I probably would not have played it, and it's not out of spite. If I hurt my hands for the rest of the match, I wouldn't have been happy. Here we go to another really long section here. Instead of having, you know, a lot of smaller bursts, we have quite a few longer bursts scattered throughout these 1-2 sections. We have traded misses. I think this point just comes down to Aurora having a little bit more experience with the speed maps in general and with the higher star rating. We are hitting those 1-6 not as cleanly as you would want, but we are hitting them.
Off topic, but I had a dream that this song was in Deltarune Chapter 5.
Imagine.
That would be so hype. I mean, I love this song. And the map too. I think it's the most hype pick if both players can play it in a match.
Oh, for sure. Not to take away from what you're saying, but Aurora is amassing quite a hefty combo. We're going up to 900 combo on this. We have the tiny little slowdown here. It does not give you much of a break, and we're missing on it. And we will just start up again. I think the doublet section comes in now, or is that just a little bit later?
The doublet section. I mean, if you can read it, you're gonna be fine, but if you're not ready for it, good luck not note-blocking the entire thing, because that whole segment is taken straight out of hell.
Here we go, the doublet section comes in. Both players hitting some of it, Aurora hitting nearly all of it. I wonder if he can get all the way to the end on this. And
that's
he
not what I was
does.
talking about. And Aurora sees it! Oh, what are we seeing in front of our very eyes?
The last maybe 45 seconds of this map, maybe a little bit less. I think it's all eyes on Aurora. I mean, he's obviously very comfortable at this map. We'll be missing on some of these 1-6,
yeah. But what was it, 1.5k combo? I mean, that is insane on a map like this, holding for that long. It might explain why Aurora is top 100 in the world.
He just ends so suddenly. No outro, no slowdown. A 41 miss 1500 combo is very good. I'm not sure how many players got above 800k on this, but that has to be one of the top scores from this week. Warp obviously held his own. I just don't think he has experience with maps like that, and it's just something you have to play and play and play before you can really get it. But he did give it a go, and I think he probably gave it his all because Warp likes to give it his all. Luckily is his pick next, I'm pretty sure, so he can maybe chill out, maybe pick one of the more gimmicky maps rather than a mechanics map, get those hands back to being relaxed. I'm a little bit scared though if Aurora has just said that he's washed when he put out a score that was so impressive to me. we're gonna roll our next pick, which will be, if I'm reading this right, K9. Or no mod 1 question mark because Warp can't count to 3, or he's doing it in a weird way. I'm not really sure what the method of rolling was. I don't know if we've seen much of No Mod 1 question mark, but in the showcase at least, it seemed like quite a good map.
Wait, so did we pick K9 or No Mod 1?
No Mod 1 question mark. I don't know why he rolled and got a 3 and then picked No Mod 1 question mark.
Maybe he
I
was
think he's-
deciding between some maps and assigned the numbers.
Maybe.
It's a very Warp thing to do. We love our little Portuguese boy.
You can speak for yourself on that one.
You don't like him?
I love Warp. I do. I just like to pick fun at him because he does not like it. We got some, I don't know, a little bit mono-heavy patterns here at the beginning. I don't think it's going to be an issue at 185, considering they just played a map that was, you know, double that.
Yeah, that's true. This is just our basic streamy kind of mono-y map.
And we're
Very
currently tied at the moment. We've got the same act on both sides. I'm not sure if Warp wanted to go for a pure rack pick. I know he's gone a lot better at it over these past few months, up to a year. But we do know that Aurora has some insane axe scores on some maps.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Warp's UR bar, I think he needs some offset. It's tilted slightly to the right.
To be
But now it's
fair, it
not.
might be offset. It could be offset, or it could be adjusting to a slower map. Bongo's a little bit different in the sense that when your things are used to going that fast, going back to slow is a lot more finger control than KDDK.
Could be.
Going in some Don heavy patterns here. I really love this song. I'm surprised it wasn't picked more, it's really good. I think they get to see their scores now. We've got to keep those nerves in for these longer streams now. I think Warp with bleeding accuracy here is not really what you want to see. Aurora seems so comfortable on this. Into our, I think, the longest stream in any of the maps, question mark? It's quite long. A bit slow and it could be a longer stream, but these are some odd patterns for Bongo. At least the transitions. You know your DKK, 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 or DDKK patterns are very easy, but there's some triplets in there that could trip you up. Both players seem quite comfortable though. I don't know. I think it just comes down to work. Unless Aurora completely locks up on a pattern and does not recover cleanly at all, I think it is just his point.
Yeah, this is looking like it's gonna turn out to be an hack pick. But maybe these repetitive patterns could catch anybody? Mono? Nothing?
I do not think so. I think, you know, worst case scenario, a pet jumps up on the table or something. I don't see anyone missing on these streams. I mean, we all know Aurora is probably one of his things he's well known for is his consistency. I mean, he FC'd like hours long maps. Did he do Nanoport? I think he did, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. You don't really expect to see Aurora miss on a nearly 4-minute map. Okay, so 700s to 33, Warp a little bit shaky in the middle. But it's okay. It's okay. I think he might have another good pick or two. After Aurora picks his next map. I think he really has to think about what he wants to pick, though. Because I
think we're just gonna see
an
HRAC from Aurora straight away. I mean, really, what is there to think about? I think it's the only remaining like skill cap you pick.
He's stuck between two. I think one of them has to be, HRAC. The other one, I'm not sure what it could be.
Maybe HR2?
Yeah.
Or Warpaint,
yeah, maybe.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. I'm very glad that this got picked for the last match of this weekend. The final time we get to see it. This is so sad. But, as we know, Aurora is a very good hidden player, and Warp is, surprisingly good at these sorts of maps as well. I feel like Warp's hidden is more so your gimmicky type hidden. He likes his slow hidden sometimes. He likes maps like this. I don't expect to see many misses, and if we do, it might just be a lockup. I don't think it will be a proper miss. And with the OD being 5 in this map, the AC issues that Warp had in our previous map shouldn't be an issue here. He should not be getting that much of an AC difference from Aurora. On paper anyway.
Our PV on this map, I think, is an SS from Frostetic.
Yes. It was the first time it was featured. No one has lived up to it. Well, except, I suppose, Eloise with the showcase, which was really good. I enjoyed that.
Now they just need to set the same score on Bancho and probably unsnipable?
I think so. I don't think you can beat it. Unless someone hidden hard rocks it somehow. I feel like you could memorize this.
I see cheeky white screeners and big noters.
Early AC lead goes to Aurora. 1.2k though. It's not much at all. It's a few 100s here or there, and we're coming up to the combo cap, so every 100 will count way more. You cannot bring your score back up by just hoping your opponent gets later 100s. Well, losing a little bit back to our 1/3 section and missing a little bit. That's got a sting, I think.
Yeah, Warp was holding on so well, actually matching Aurora at one point. But now that he's missed
in the middle. Huh?
Yeah, but now that he's missed, the gap grows larger and larger. It's sitting at 25k now.
It does. This map is the middle of the map is very dense with notes. Missing in the middle is not at all where you want to miss. I mean, I suppose that's true for many maps, but they get to see each other's scores. I think if a serious lockup happens for Aurora, what might be into get this point, and both players miss. So
yeah, now that you mention it,
yeah.
Aurora missed, but Warp traded it straight away.
And I don't think there's anything else you can do. There's not enough notes or combo left to reclaim 40,000 points.
Yeah, it's the finish line.
Miscount's very, very similar, but it just comes down to combo and act. I don't know if there's anything Warp could do. I think his 2100s still lose to a 6-102 misses.
Could be. Alright, last pick from Warp. Aurora has 5 match points to work with.
It doesn't have to be his last pick. He can bring it back. Okay, we're gonna go for HG1. I will not try and pronounce what those words are. I do not want to offend any German people. I think it's German. If it's not German, I think I've offended the other people, the languages. So sorry about that.
Yes, it's German. Good luck. Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
You know what? I'm not German, but I think that sounds pretty good. I don't know what it means.
It means good luck, I think.
Okay. I do know that Warp was very happy with picking this for this tournament. He was saying how he was very excited to play it.
Actually, it means congratulations.
Okay,
I lied.
okay.
I'm just a liar at the end of the day.
I like to spread lies and misinformation on the
I'm
internet.
such a fat shot and a liar and everything.
Okay, I think I don't. I don't think we should be saying that. We've got some enthusiastics, good looks and have funs. This could be Warp's last pick and last map in this tournament. But it is his map, so he should have a little bit more, I don't know, maybe practice than other people. He should know the ins and outs of it.
This is the biggest troll map ever. I mean, it looks normal, but it just throws extremely random bursts at you. Oh, I forgot this is free mode. I was doing the replay for this, but I played it normal, and wow, Aurora is going to hit and hard on a 7-star map.
And both players are going to miss. I was going to say, maybe Hidden Hard Rock is not the right play for this. I know how fast this gets. His Ak is struggling just a little bit. It looks like he's not really got his foot in, but neither is Warp. His UR bar is a little bit all over the place, but they should be getting... Okay, never mind. I was going to say they should be getting a bit more familiar, but Aurora is just bleeding Ak everywhere, and even though he has the Hidden Hard Rock, the score lead will go over to Warp, at least for now. Obviously, every note that Aurora hits with a 300 is going to be slightly more points than Warp, so that score should shrink just a little bit until we get to the combo cap. But he is not comfortable at all on this Ak. If it's OD 7.3 base, it's like OD 10, right?
Yeah, that's definitely OD10, but Warp finds a tragic miss, and now Aurora with the combo lead and the mod advantage is gonna slowly start to run away with the lead. But there are still a couple troll bursts left in the map. Not necessarily that one. Finishers?
Ooh.
They catch someone, and we're basically playing ish now. Oh, Aurora finds a chain miss.
Quite a tragic chain miss. There's not much of the map left. This is really, really short, 2 minutes. Warp missed again, but he's holding on just barely because Aurora cannot hold Ak at all. That score lead is shrinking so slow that I think it's going to flip over right at the end.
It is.
And with 3,500, it will go over to Aurora. look at the difference in accuracies here. The 96 100 3 misses. It just squeaks out because of the hard rock added onto there. That's really tragic for Warp. I don't think he expected to miss so frequently. But you know, mod advantage does give quite a big amount of score for Tycho. So GG, well played. I think Warp put up a really good performance, but Aurora is just so good at every single map in this pool. He has it all. So there's not much you can do.
Yeah, congratulations to Aurora for winning the match. Commiserations to Warp for reaching the 5th to 8th place in Eloise Mail Order Life tournament.
Yeah?
Yes. And
go on.
I think we should take a look at the bracket, in my
Yeah, I would
opinion.
like that.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
A lot of matches happened over this weekend, and the top 4 is as follows. Aurora versus Escocyan. Both had absolutely insane runs in round of 16 and quarterfinals. I think this is an even matchup, quite literally. Both are extremely good at mods. Skill cap wise, I think it's equal to. Wasn't Escocyan the one who got like 2 100s on HR Easy?
It might have been. I think I missed most of that match, but they might be comparable in skill cap. It might come down to just mods and or speed. If there are really, really fast maps, I think Aurora might have the edge. But I'm not too sure about that. But our second pairing is Frostetic versus cheesestingy. Now, Frostetic did an amazing job this weekend with his plays. He got some of the best scores all week. And cheesestingy, you know, followed close behind him. He had a very, very difficult time against HexaMaster, but did squeak out that win. It's going to be very, very scary. I feel like, depending on the maps, it could go either way for both pairs. Luckily for everyone involved on the staff side, there's only going to be a few matches over next weekend, so I think everyone can take a bit of a breather. There was a lot of work that needed to be done yesterday and today. So, you know, massive thanks to all the casters and streamers and refs. I know that people had to double up on responsibilities, sometimes even triple up. I think our showcase is at 14 UTC tomorrow. Very excited to see next week's pool. I hope everyone else is. But yeah, I think that's the end to this week.
Yeah, I think so too, but I just want to ask you who you got. Like, who's gonna win it all next weekend?
Who do I think's gonna win? I think it might be between, obviously, Escocyan, but I think Frostetic, if the map's favouring well, I feel like he could get, you know, first or a very close second, like an extremely close second. But those are my guesses. I don't know the maps, I don't know the pool, and I don't know the ins and outs of every player. So what about you?
I've seen some of the maps, and it's gonna be a very insane pool, I think. But I really want Frostetic to win. I think this would be his first, like, big tournament win. I think
it would be. I think he's newer, isn't he? He's newer to the tournament scene.
Yeah, he's definitely newer.
So I don't remember if he has had something in, you know, a niche tournament I've not heard about. So I think this is something to really make him shine in the tournament scene, and I hope to see him more.
Alright, that was the last match of EMO this weekend, and we'll see you at the showcase tomorrow. 14 UTC, yes. Be there or be square.
Okay, thank you for watching. We'll see you later.
Bye bye.